Like once there, now we're live. Now once we go live.
Hold on a second.
Oh, we're holding on. We're
You don't actually have to hold on to anything.
Look at ProTech Pressure Wash Frontline Smart Vending. That's a long business name, Zig.
Yeah, I had to add that.
It's gonna be hard to fit in a URL, man. I don't know how.
www.
I bet it's out there. I bet nobody has that domain name.
Probably not. Good thing I have one for each.
There you go. Way to split them up. Maybe you should have put like a hyphen or a dash or one of those just straight lines that separate things. Or maybe some people use 2 spaces or 3 spaces or a period. There's a lot of different like English, tricks for how to separate thoughts.
How about this one though? That looks.
Ooh, is that a teal day? Is that called a teal day?
A little squiggle. I call it a squiggle.
Oh, I like your word better. Teal day sounds like you got to stick up your ass.
Yeah.
Squig is way better. That sounds like
I don't like that other. Whatever that other word is. I don't like it.
Me either anymore. Forget I said anything. What's up, dude? How you been?
Nothing, man. I've been great.
I mean, there's no way nothing's been up. You got like a whole brand new.
Dude, a lot is up. A lot is up. I'm trying to figure out how to share this on Facebook.
You know what? I think to be able to share it. Hold on. It used to. They changed something now when you go live on Facebook. It used to.
You're live on Facebook, right?
I'm live on my personal page and the Best Damn Bookkeeping page. And I think they made it now like while you're live on your personal page, and maybe this is just me since I'm just out of Facebook jail. Maybe it's a me restriction, but I can't make it live. I can't make it public on my personal, but on the Best Damn Bookkeeping page, it's public there. So then you can share it from there while we're live, I think.
I just shared it. It looks like it worked. It's public, not public, but to my friends.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Although this is funny, it says I can share it to my feed and make it public. So that's weird.
Weird.
Come on. I'm going to do it.
Don't screw anything up.
I'm just doing it. I'm doing it. that was all I typed. I'm doing it. So Facebook knows that this is what's happening. I don't know. I don't know this stuff anymore, man. I was gone from Facebook for 3 or 4 months. They changed a bunch of stuff.
I know when you said to re-add me, I was like, God, I didn't know we weren't even friends on Facebook. I'm like, what did I do?
I didn't realize, like, I bet 500 people blocked me. Like I was over.
Because you were Crypto Dan.
I turned into Crypto Dan, and then when I came back, I was down to like 4,500 people. Oh, hold on. We got to get. Do we have a podcast guest? Crosby, you want to be on the podcast? Yeah. Okay, come here. You want to say hi to Zig? You want to say hi to Zig? Do you remember Zig? You've met him before a couple times.
No.
Yeah, you have.
No.
Yeah, look at.
What's up, dude?
You remember that guy?
No.
What do you mean? No?
Yeah.
Definitely remember that guy.
I've been to your house.
How can you forget that guy? How can you forget a face like that?
No.
What is that right there?
Yeah.
That's a trophy with an eagle on it. Here, you want to see something cool?
Yep.
I got something cool. Check this out, Cross Dog. Look at this. Oh,
That's sweet. I like that. Where'd you get the mount for that?
Oh, don't pull on it, dude. Don't pull on it, Cross Dog. It is I forget the name of it now. But you want to see something even cooler?
Yep.
Here. Bam!
Are those from this year?
Yeah, and there's a third one laying down here. We did show and tell on the radio show today. So I did the old check this out. Oh, and check this out. And then check this out. Oh, crap.
Mine and Owen's are still hanging up in the garage, salted. I gotta they're ready. I just gotta put them on a mount.
Okay, go find Mama. Hey, you're not in trouble. He's sad because I told him no. He was grabbing the mount by the beard and lifting it up. Apparently, I used some good 2-part epoxy. Crosby, come back and give me a hug. Come back and give me a hug. You're not in trouble, dude, man. Oh, he's just sulking out of here.
Oh, I hate that.
He's so sad. Cross. Oh, the door's just shut.
Oh no, that's a bad feeling.
Yeah, it is. I suck.
I know that feeling. My son's super sensitive with stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm not mad at you. You don't gotta say you're sorry.
Oh my God, this is so funny. The me sharing my own post I could make that public.
Oh,
But
really?
I couldn't. But I can't make my original. Yeah. How stupid is that? I have to share it to myself to then be able to make it public. There, now you can share it publicly. Anywho, we got this here turkeys. Danny and I doubled up. My 9-year-old, we doubled. Well, I guess she was 8 at the time.
That.
We doubled up, and then I think I told you the eye poke story where I like went out Memorial weekend, had birds all over me, but couldn't get one. Chased a one-legged bird around for like 20 minutes. Eventually chased him in the woods, got poked in the eye, went home crying, couldn't see anything. And then have I told you this? Have I told you this?
I don't think so. I don't think
so. So I went back home. My dad's still out hunting at a different piece of property, and we're like texting. I'm like, I quit. Like, I had birds around me, and nothing panned out. And then I chased a one-legged bird that I shot at and missed. I was chasing him. I was on the ground, like me and a one-legged turkey, just like freaking Scooby-Doo and a monster. And I missed him, and then I ran into the woods after him and just got smoked in the eye by a stick without, So I was like sitting in the blind, and I did have another turkey come out, and then some more, and I like had more interactions. And then by like 9 a.m., I was like, I'm just feeling too sorry for myself right now. I got to go home and like, scold myself. And I'm standing in the kitchen. I'm like, I'm talking to my mom, and I pulled up my phone, and there's trail camera pictures of the neighbor's property. Like we can deer hunt in where Marty wounded her big buck last year. Right. There's like 20 acres of woods there. And on my one camera in there, 3 toms went by 25 minutes ago. And I'm like, I'm going to run down to the mound system and just like throw up a hen decoy and just, I did that, sat there for 5 minutes, and it's like just baking me with sun. It's Memorial weekend. Yeah. And I'm like overdressed. I'm like, screw this. They're like nothing gobbled back. Nothing's coming. And I run up back inside, and I'm like making a pot of coffee, and I tell them, I'm like, I'm a shower, but I bet while I'm showering, a turkey's going to like walk out right to where I just was. Right. Like it's inevitable for sure. Right. And so I shower, come back up, and I'm pouring a cup of coffee, and I look outside. Son of a bitch. There's a tom standing right where I was. And it's a couple 100 yards down there. So what do? I'm in my sweats. I'm in my sweats and like not wearing a shirt. I just throw on like a camo sweatshirt, grab my gun and like a face mask and my turkey call, like my little diaphragm call. And I creep around the house, and he's gone. Like, I can't see him anymore. But there's a mound system, and I'm like, man, he's got to be just like right on the other side of that mound system somewhere. So I do the old like tuck run where you like half crouched, and I'm running down there, staying low behind the mound system, and I peek up over it, and he's got to be, I don't know, 75 yards out in the alfalfa field now. Like,
no shit, he got far.
Yeah, he had gotten far. I mean, it was probably a minute by the time from when I saw him to when I actually like got dressed, got my gun, got shells, and and so I laid down on the mound system just on the back side of it and gave like one, and man, he just went like, he looked back at me like, where were you? Like, I was just over, and he didn't like run back in, but he just turned on a dime, and he's like, well,
you're right back.
And it was like tall grass, so maybe he was thinking like, damn, I missed her. I can't believe I missed her. And he walked back to like 20, 25 yards, and I put the gun on him, and I was like, oh crap, I can't see anything. Because it was my right eye that I got jabbed in. And I had, when I was still sitting in the blind deciding if I was done hunting or not, I like lined up on my left side, like ready to shoot left-handed. And I had a turkey like make a big pass around me. I never get a crack at him, but dude, I forgot about that. And so I'm lined up on this thing, and I'm like, I don't know which head to shoot, because I'm seeing 2 of them. Like there's 2 of them about a foot apart. So I just put the bead in the middle and let it rip.
Right in the middle. I where that was.
Yeah, that's right where he was. It worked. So lesson, if you see 2 turkey heads,
put it in the middle.
Assuming it's 2 turkey heads from the same turkey.
Yeah, right.
2 turkey heads from different turkeys. Yeah. Figured it goes without saying. Yeah.
That's sweet.
And now behind my sweet bar here, when the green screen goes away, I really have nothing cool behind me. And Marty kept asking, like, where am I going to put these turkey fans?
Yeah.
And you mentioned yours are still hanging in the garage. For the last 6 months, Marty hasn't, since the ice fishing flood incident, Marty hasn't been able to park in the garage because they like tore everything down and had to like.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. I forgot your house flooded while we were gone.
Yeah, we had a bunch of water damage in there, so she couldn't park in there, and then like stuff was everywhere. So I got it like half cleaned up.
Yeah.
In the process, I also started turkey fan mounting in there, which took up a bunch of room, and then it was just chaos in there for the last 6 months. So this last weekend, got those turkey fans out.
Yeah.
Now I just gotta hang them. It's all over but
That's
the hanging.
Yeah, that's what I got to do with mine. I keep telling Owen, I'm like, we got to go up to the store. I think maybe I'll do that, make that a priority tomorrow. Me and Owen are home alone this week, so we'll do guy stuff.
Guy stuff.
My wife's in Fort Wayne for the military. But yeah, man. So you asked what was new, and I do have something new. So we talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, how did you get to Frontline Smart Vending? Where did that come from?
So as you know, the pressure washing gets slower in the summer months, and I slowed down to the point where I was like, had enough work for the guys to work, and I wasn't going out at all, which is amazing.
Which was kind of the plan, right?
That's the plan, and it's been really nice. But
then you're an entrepreneur, busybody dude, and you're like, well, I got to do something.
Exactly. My wife sent me a video about a vending machine. This guy was talking about this smart vending machine. And I'm like, watching the video. I'm like, oh, he's like, this vending machine made me this much money. I'm like, huh. So I started watching this guy. And then we were going on a vacation to Hilton Head. And I was sitting in a bar in Hilton Head with my family. And there was a couple, an older couple with a dog at the bar. And they were like when I say bar, like, you're in Hilton Head Island, so the bar's on the ocean. Like, it's like kind of a dive bar, but also extremely expensive.
Yeah, it's like it's only because it's in that place that it's as cool as it.
They made it look like a dive bar for the rich people to go there.
Yeah,
so
we're talking.
So this guy and his wife are sitting there talking to our kids. They had a dog, so the kids were petting the dog. So we were just back and forth with them. Their table was like next to ours. And this guy is telling me, I said, where do you live? Do you live on the island? And he goes, no, I got a house here, and then I got a house in the Keys, and then we live in Arizona. And I'm like, I said, those are two really interesting places. Yeah, those are interesting places to just have vacation homes. I was like, I don't remember. I didn't ask him what he did. He said something about owning a business. And when he said that, I was like, oh, business owner. What do you do? What business do you own? And he says, I own vending machines. And I'm like, and right before we were like on the way to that dinner, I told Amanda, I'm like, hey, we should just buy one vending machine and see what happens. Like, just for fun. Like, we could buy one, and then like the kids could run it, and we could make some money and like see what happens. And when he said that, I just looked at her. I was like,
told you.
And I go, I said, that's kind of, I feel like that's a sign. And he said, what do you mean? I said, I just told her on the way here that we should buy one. And he goes, yeah, that's what happened to me 30 years ago. I bought one vending machine, and now I have 500.
I was going to say, like, one Snickers bar at a time, baby.
Which now, I mean, that was over a month ago. The next day we drove home 14 hours, and I probably watched almost an entire 14 hours worth of YouTube content and podcast content about vending machines. And most of it was like two people. And I watched every single thing that they had. And I'm like, and now, like, a month into it, I'm learning, like, that guy having 500 vending machines, like, he has to be doing extremely well. Like, 500 vending machines equals, it's insane amount of money that these things, I mean, like, each one brings in a little bit of money, but add that 500 times, and it's stupid. And if you're that big, your locations probably aren't garbage. I mean, the thing about vending machines is, like, you can have a location that makes you $200 a month, or you have locations, if you do it right, that make you $1,500 a month, and then you times that by 20 or 500.
Yeah. Shit.
So I just started researching it, and we
Darlene's checking and she said, that's awesome. Now I'm researching.
Yeah, dude, it's a rabbit hole. I got Derek and Clay on the rabbit hole now. Well, I talked to Derek on the phone for like 2 hours the other day about it. But I started with
dude, you're gonna get grilled on the way in Kentucky. Everybody's gonna be like getting on this.
Cole's texted me a couple times. He's like, I'm gonna let you see how this goes, and then I'm gonna ask you all the questions.
Yeah.
So
I'm doing that with the photo booth. Right.
Right. Me too. I've been waiting for him. Yeah. So I have two machines right now, two locations, two machines. One of them is a bar. And I made a Facebook post saying that we were starting this business, trying to look for locations, because that's the key is you have to find the locations first and then you buy the machines.
Yeah.
And so I some girl that I know, she's like, I manage a bar. If you can figure out what to put in a bar, you can put one in my bar. And I'm like, okay. So I started researching that. And I found some 21-year-old kid in Cleveland who has 94 of these wall-mounted vape and Zen vending machines. And like, he sent me a picture of his like app screen that I now have too. Dan, this kid is making like $90,000 a month. Not profit, but that's
revenue.
Profit margin on those is even better than snacks because the markup
cool.
is insane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you're 21 years old. Like, what the hell are you doing? This is amazing. So I bought the one from them. It's not doing well at all. The bar is the wrong bar. And he kind of even told me, he's like, I don't think it's a great spot, but just from what he could see on the internet. So right now I'm kind of treating it as I'm going to probably end up having to move it. I think I've made like 3 sales in a month. So,
weird.
Yeah, it's not good. So the other spot,
and I would think like nicotine stuff in a bar is
me too. Apparently they do way better in younger bars, and the bar that I'm in is a little bit of an older crowd. And so
that's a good point. Yeah, it's like the vape pens and the Zins and whatever.
Yeah. He was like, you got to find a college bar kind of setting. And so anyways, I got on a vending exchange website where they like generate leads. You know, it's the same. People will pay for leads. It's the same stuff in every industry.
Yeah.
And I got a lead one day at work, and it was for a warehouse in my area, 65 plus employees. It just gives you the basic information, and then you have to pay to like unlock it.
Where do they, like, if you are running a warehouse, is there a place you go to say, hey, I need a vending machine?
So that's where he went. This guy went on to vendingexchange.com and was like, I need a new vending machine. So they put the lead out then. And I bought it right away because they sell quick. Like some of them are gone in a minute.
Yeah.
And I bought it. It was $700. And I immediately got his contact information, and I got a hold of him right away, met with him the next day. He already had 3 vending machines in his building. They were garbage. Like the guy never stocked them. He wouldn't put things that he had stuff in there that I've never even heard of before. And
just an old honey bun that expired like 4 years ago.
He was like, I haven't seen this guy. He goes, I can't get a hold of him. The phone number doesn't work. The only way he could get a hold of this dude is to put a sign on the vending machine saying, please come to my office when you're here to fill the vending machine.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, I wrote up a contract and sent it to him. He signed it. I bought the machine. It took a week to get. I set it all up, brought it in there. Had to rent a truck because it didn't fit in my box truck because of all my power washing stuff.
Yeah.
And then
is that the box truck that you can't legally have, or the one you can?
Either one of them, it wouldn't fit in because of all the stuff in it already. I couldn't like put it against a wall. So like literally a half an hour before I'm supposed to be there, I'm running to U-Haul to get a U-Haul. And so I get this thing in there, and I'm like, I have no idea how it's gonna do. Everybody was like, it's a okay location, 65 employees isn't bad. They're open 5 days a week, every week, some weeks 6 days a week, and then they have 2 shifts. And I don't know anything about it, so I put it in there. And dude, this thing has been, let's see, where am I at right now? Today, we've made $91 in sales, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if it does that every day,
and
then my profit margin is averaging out to be around 65%.
Okay.
Gross.
Like versus the inventory.
Yeah. So like
no labor or anything. That's just
right. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, gross profit, just the inventory versus sales. We're around 65% average, like 75% on pops. Like some of the stuff like sandwiches I'm selling, they're like everything in there is over 50% margin.
Yeah.
That's the way I have it priced. But our model is smart coolers only. We're not dealing with the old school like ring vending machines. Like these machines are like card Apple Pay, whatever, you pay, the door unlocks, you open the door, you take out what you want, and then the AI cameras see what you took, and then it charges you. And I can watch the transactions too. Like every now and then there will be an abnormal one, and I'll have to watch it to see what it is.
Somebody tries to grab an extra soda.
Yeah, and dude, it's wild. It will pick up like the first few days I watched every transaction because it was like entertaining.
Oh yeah.
It's wild what it'll pick up. It can see like somebody took 2 airheads out, like little thin airheads, and it knew that he took 2. And
I
like barely
alarm at them. Does it make a noise at them or tell them like, hey,
no.
You little son of a bitch?
No. So they don't pay ahead of time. So what they do is they give the card access, and it unlocks whatever they take. That's what they get charged for.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. So the thing is, everybody who's switching their machines to these machines are tripling their sales numbers, because when you go to a vending machine, you buy a pop.
Yeah, and once you got it open,
you hit D1, the pop falls, you walk away. That's a $2.25 transaction. With my vending machines, you open the door up and you grab your pop that you wanted, and then you're like, ooh, Kit Kats, oh, Doritos. Like I've had people buy like 5 things at the same time. And like I watch them. They'll grab something, and then they'll go to close the door, and then they'll be like,
oh, never mind.
Then they grab another thing, and then they're like, what else? And I'll grab this. It's actually kind of funny to watch them. I'm like, damn, dude, keep going.
You're like, it'd be great if there was like a little microphone thing there, and you're like, you got this. Like,
yeah, you want more. I think you want more. Get the Red Bulls.
Yeah, you're burned out. You're burned out, man. Get a good one.
So you can see all of it. It tracks your inventory. I don't have to worry. I don't have to ever go to the location to check on like the old ones. You got to go there to make sure you're not out of stuff. Yeah, I know exactly how many honey buns are in mine right now, and that's 0 because they eat them all.
Every day.
I go there tomorrow and put honey buns in there. It takes me maybe 15 minutes to restock it. I've been going there twice a week because I'm trying to get like a grasp on this and like dial in what they like to make it more profitable. Yeah. Like, so the first week I was averaging like 60, 65. And then the second week I feel like I got better. And now I'm getting like $85, $95 days because of what I put in there.
Yeah.
So, if they say, most guys that I've talked to expert wise are saying like, you can expect to get around 50% profit margin if you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
And that's after, you're paying yourself and whatever.
Gas,
yeah, that kind of stuff. Your credit card fees. And then a little bit less, obviously, if you pay a person to stock them, which eventually I will. But
when so
at 50%, if every machine did $1,000 a month, I'm making 500 on each machine, which is a kind of an okay spot. But like this one will probably, if this one keeps up, it's on pace to do $1,500 a month.
That's badass.
So $750 a month in my pocket for one machine, going there maybe once a week, twice a week sometimes. And then if I can slam in 10 more of those, it's pretty good. Like, it's not seasonal. There's not a lot of risk involved. I don't have to worry about anybody falling off a roof or fucking burning somebody's bushes.
Yeah.
And that's not to say like there's anything wrong with power. I'm keeping the power washing business going too.
Yeah. Well, especially once you've kind of gotten out of the day-to-day of it.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I told my wife. I'm like, if I can get this going to where, because this is like way more semi-passive. I don't call anything passive because that's
you're still engaged with it.
But it's way more passive than the power washing, because literally once you have the spot, the only thing you have to now do is track the inventory, which the app does for you, and stock the machine.
Is it like in order? I got so many damn questions for you. First, let me hit these comments, and then I got some questions. Joe Devin, no, this is a bummer because now like people are commenting on my personal feed, but we can't see them in StreamYard.
Oh yeah, I can't see them.
Yeah. Joe says Josh Latimer's kids did it. Joe said he started one as well, but it wasn't for him. He recently looked at paddleboard vending machine for the lake,
Wow.
or ice. Darlene said, I need to share this with my kids. I'm intrigued. She
Yeah.
wants to know how much is a machine? How much is like
So the machines can cost you, if you're going the smart vending route, if that's what you want to do, which I highly suggest because I think that's the future. I think that
oh yeah,
that's the thing that's making it easy right now. Not easy, but think about it. Every good location has a vending machine already because some big company has already pushed to get in there.
Yep.
But how you're getting in now is, like there's a guy, Mike Hoffman on YouTube. He's a good one to watch. And he keeps saying, he goes, this industry is in the middle of a huge shakeup because of these machines. They're almost brand new. Like this year's the first year that anybody's really talking about them. Like you can even tell, like at the vending machine conventions, like this year was the first year that all these companies started unveiling these new machines.
Yeah.
And so it's being shook up. And the smart vending machines, there's a handful of them out there. They can range from like $3,000 to $10,000. The ones I'm using, it's called Haha, and they have, there's a mini, there's like 6 different models, I believe. There's a small one, and there's like a medium size, there's the Pro. And then they have one that I have that's same size as the Pro, but it can be converted to a freezer if you wanted to. And then they have an Ultra, which is like a big double door.
Mm-hmm.
That's $6,800. The price point on Ha-Ha's are really, really good, and their processing fees and like their monthly fees for software are the best.
Okay. Oh yeah, I suppose there's like a retainer to.
Yeah, you got to pay I think it's $25 a month for their software.
Okay.
And then 5.95% processing fee, which is the same with all of them.
Oh, really?
But the software fees are where the other ones get more expensive. Like Micromart, they're really nice, but their software fees are insane. And like Micromart has like a TV display on the top of it that you can put anything you want on it. Like you can advertise your power washing business on the top of this thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's honestly, like eventually I would like to get into those, but they're saying, Haha, the ones that I'm using are now, they're going to be having their own model of that. So, and then you kind of like, if you got 20 Ha-Has, they're all on the same app. So you just log into one app. If you got a bunch of different
it's best to keep it.
Yeah, you got to kind of
like cell cams. We're talking like cell cams here. You want all the same
kind of concept. You kind of keep it to the same ones. There's 2 other companies that I like, but I went with the Ha-Ha. So $2,900 for the mini. The one I bought was $4,800. And then you kind of got to buy like some pushers, like the drink pushers come with mine, but like I bought these little trays to put them in because it's not like traditional vending where they have rows of the rings to push the stuff out.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of configure your machine how you want to configure it.
I suppose it's more like a big refrigerator, huh?
It's like, basically a big refrigerator. Yeah, that's literally what it is.
But I suppose you can, because of that, you can also fit more inventory in because there's not as many.
You can put anything you want in it. Like I have a bunch of different pops and a bunch of different energy drinks, and then I have Lunchables. I have these half subs that Walmart sells. Yeah. Those are selling like crazy. I put those in this week to see if they worked, and like guys are buying them every day. I got honey buns. I got the candy bars, bags of chips. Like you can put, like some people are selling soups. Like Walmart sells these soups that have like a 3-week shelf life.
Oh yeah.
They put those in there. Yogurts, like it's very non-traditional. So it's not your normal, like I can only either buy a candy bar or a bag of chips or a pop.
Oh yeah, you can kind of shove in there. And do you have to program your machine to say, here's what I put in there and here's what I want to charge?
You program it on the app, and it's almost every single product that I've put into it, it was already in there. I had to add a couple things.
Bush lights? Is Bush lights in there?
Yeah, no, Bush lights aren't in there.
You could have
you could do that. You can do that because you can put age verification on some of these machines. But it's so yeah, you set up a template, and then like each shelf you like put what each shelf has on it.
Yeah.
Because then it kind of helps the AI know, like if they grabbed this from up here. It looks similar to something else in there, but it's down there. It knows that it wasn't that because it took from the top one versus the bottom one.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's little issues here and there. Like the other day, the whole app was down for some reason all day, but it still was making sales. So it's all new kind of stuff, but
yeah.
And then
it sounds like a little bit of a video game.
Dude, I check it more than I check my trail cams. Like this is my app.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I can go in and I can see like what's selling today, and I'll show you the videos. You can watch each transaction. So every single order comes through.
Oh, badass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like, wait, what's down here? I better see what's down. I better
take a Pop-Tart.
I mean, what's the play then? Do you just like go to Costco and load up? Is that
Sam's Club? Sam's Club's the cheapest.
Okay.
Costco, Sam's Club, we have a BJ's, and then Walmart, and then some stuff on Amazon. So you kind of got to get like good at shopping for stuff.
Yeah.
And just to get like those razor thin profit margins. Like right now, all the Pepsis that are in my machine cost me 62 cents a bottle, but I got a bunch the other day for like 48 cents a bottle.
Oh, hell yeah.
So those will sell. Like I'm going to make more money off of those, obviously. But
man, I'm going to Aldi's and loading up. They're just going to be buying off-brand shit.
Yeah, you gotta like, and you gotta figure out what the people like. And you're like, Green Monster didn't sell for 3 weeks, so I took them all out and I put pink ones in, and they're selling like crazy.
Huh.
So you got to figure it out. I probably went a little overboard the first order I made with Sam's Club and bought a bunch of shit I shouldn't have bought. And I kind of had somebody. What's that?
I said, but it's more fun that way.
It was so much fun. And my son, Austin, and his girlfriend were sitting here when I was ordering, and they're like, oh, Little Bites. Oh, Rice Krispie treats. Oh, you got to get the donuts. And I'm like, yep. Order that.
Now, wait, let me just, Skip hasn't mentioned anything to me, but are you doing a good job of keeping your business and your personal separate and keeping
it's completely separate. I have a separate bank account for it. I have a separate credit card for it. Eventually, right now, it's pretty freaking easy. I'm literally just tracking each Sam's Club thing. Eventually, I'll have to have Skip do that too. He asked me the other day, he's like, when are we taking that over? I'm like, it'll happen. But right now, it's literally just, what did I buy and then what did I sell? Like, so
Skip's gonna get all the cool shit because the same with Cole's photo booth. Skip's like,
because too, like the taxes too, like I found some stuff out today that vending machines are under section 179 that you can write off the entire thing in the first year that you buy. Every single time you buy a vending machine, you write off the entire thing in the first year.
Skip did point out here, he's already has the due from account ready to go for when you have to transfer money back and forth. So he's ready for it.
Well, he's already got a bunch of transactions because in the beginning I was using money from my power washing business.
Yeah.
Oh, it was an investment. ProTech invested in Frontline Smart Vending.
What is Frontline a firefighter reference, or is it the dog tick flea thing?
No, Frontline like the front lines. Like my wife's in the military and I'm in the fire service, so sense. Frontline kind of thing.
I think mine's got to be Plata's Pops and Snacks.
I love that one. You know what's funny too is like I went down the whole YouTube thing with power washing, and there's all the characters. There's there's the Bobby Walker, there's all of them. And now I'm in this other thing, and it's the same fucking shit, dude. There's a bunch of dudes out there that are like, they got groups of friends, and they got like, this guy's an asshole, and this guy sells machines, and dude, it's so funny how similar it's all the same. It's just different.
It's a little slightly different world.
They're selling something different. It's so funny, man. I found that, and then you got the guys selling the courses and
of course the coach, he's the vending coach.
Yeah, you got to have the coaches. The Mike Hoffman guy, he's Mr. Passive. He sells I did a call with them to see what their coaching thing costs. And it was like the lowest package was $5,000, and then it was $10,000 for the best package for like 3 months. I was like, damn, no thanks. I'm like, I can do everything
I'm
that you're
sure I can
teaching.
figure this out.
Yeah, this is not hard. Well, and then I talked to you a little bit about, so in the group, in one of the forums that I'm in for this, once you buy one of these machines, you get put into like a private group for this company. And so people are a little bit more serious in there because it's all people who actually are operating a machine or multiple.
Yeah.
And some girl was in there and she's like, hey, I'm having trouble pitching myself to these new locations because when I tell them I'm brand new, they seem to like shy away. So how do I fix that? And I commented, I said, I've grown a power washing business over the last 5 years. And I said, what I did in the very beginning when I was new is I didn't tell anybody I was new. I said, I didn't lie to anybody, but I just gave the perception that I was an established business and I knew what I was doing. I wore the shirt. I had the truck that looked like it was, professional, and everything I did made it look like, so that they didn't ask me how new I was because their mind didn't go there. They looked at me and they're like, this guy knows what he's talking about. I didn't, and so I get a friend request from somebody in a message and they're like, hey, I saw your comment about you owning a power washing business. I was like, yeah. He's like, how long have you done that? I told him, and he's like, you're new in the vending world, right? I go, yeah. He goes, well, I have a really successful vending machine business and I could help you, but I'm also looking into buying a power washing business and I don't know anything about that. So maybe you could help me.
Yeah. You want tradesies, swapsies?
Yeah. So I was on my way to my dad's. I had a 2-hour drive. I'm like, bet. I called him right away. We talked on the phone for 2 hours. And, I told him everything I could tell him about what I know in the power washing world. We went through the equipment of the company that he's buying, and we went through like the basics. I know the basics of how to start and grow a power washing business. I don't know how to scale it or buy one for that matter, or what the value of one would be. So but he gave me so much help with the vending. He bought a vending machine business that was doing $250,000 a year. And in 6 months, he flipped it over and it's making $450,000 a year now.
That's an okay turnaround.
And the number one thing that he did to do that is switched out the machines at the locations that he bought into these new smart coolers.
Well, I was going to ask you, like, that warehouse that you're in, they got these 3 other machines where the guy doesn't communicate. Like, how easy is it to displace those? Like, can you make an offer to that guy and be like, hey, why don't you give me all 3 spots here?
So they're not operating there anymore. His machines are still there because he hasn't come and gotten them.
Oh, really?
But my contract states that you can't use any other vending services.
Oh, really?
So all his machines are unplugged and they're shoved in the corner. One of them's still sitting next to mine, but
well, then you need to get that nicotine one in there for him.
I told the guy about it, the manager, because every time I go in there, the manager he'll come and talk my ear off. He's really nice.
Yeah.
And I told him about he asked me, he's like, how's the Zen one doing? I was like, honestly, it's not doing good. He's like, you should put that in here.
Yeah. Those dudes love that stuff.
I was like, yeah, it might do well in here.
Hell but, yeah, dude. Totally.
Yeah, so they're not there. That's the contracts are usually like you have what's the word for that? Like exclusivity.
Exclusivity, yeah.
Because you don't want to compete with another vending machine.
Yeah.
I do like exclusivity assignment rights so that I could sell that's another thing. The flipping of vending, that's another wild thing. Like people will grow a route, say 30 accounts, and then they'll take their bottom 5 and sell those off for 1.5 times what they make in a year. And like that's the going rate, 1.25 to 1.5. And that's like a normal thing. So I had a potential in at a location that had like 12 vending machines. And my dealer, I talked to him and he's somewhat he does like coaching as well. And he told me,
he's like, what game are we talking about here?
He's my dealer. He's my haha dealer. he told me, he's like, he goes, that probably on the low end is $100,000 account. And he goes, if you landed it, he's like, it would be really hard to manage, but you could sell it. And I was like, I didn't what? And he's like, yeah, well, he's like, think about it. He's like, if you're a brand new guy that's looking to get into a route and you can just buy it from somebody that's already established. I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. He goes, yeah, a lot of people do it. He's like, you build up your accounts to 20 accounts, get rid of your bottom 5, sell them. Don't just get rid of them. Somebody out there is starting out and they'll buy them because they'll love that small account.
Hell yeah.
So that's another interesting part.
Have you looked at buying any?
I have a vending exchange has routes for sale, but none of them are around me.
Okay.
And so like I haven't found any other ones that are for sale. I have found some on Facebook Marketplace, but the second I ask them to prove to me their sales records, they ghost me.
Yeah.
And their sales weren't very good, which they have traditional vending machines at those locations. Yeah. So I have I'm waiting to hear back from I don't want to say it out loud yet because people
don't want to jinx
watching. Yeah, well, that, and I don't know if anybody's watching that might be like, "Ooh, I'm going to go talk to that person." Very large, 300 employees on a daily basis, 24/7. They already have vending machines. They don't really love the people that do it. So we're waiting to see if he can get out of the current contract.
Yeah.
And then that would be sweet. And then I got another in too with another pretty cool location. That was funny because the lead came through the vending exchange and I was reading the details of the lead and it was a $980 lead. And I was like, I bet I can figure out what place this is. And so I did some chat GPTing and found it. And I contacted everybody that ChatGPT could give me a contact for, and I got an email back from one of them, and it was like, "Yeah, let's talk about this." I was like,
"Hey, save $980."
And it's funny because that lead is still for sale on the website because it says Detroit. It's in Detroit, and people see Detroit, and they don't want to pay that much for a lead in Detroit.
Yeah,
but I know where it is, so I'm like, it's not a bad lead.
No. Hey, sneaky.
Yeah.
That's fun, man.
It's fun. I'm having fun with it. Like, I'm not bored with the power washing. You know, it's the power washing makes us some money and it's going good. But I was like, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of that shiny object. And I know everyone's like, don't chase the shiny object, but also, why not?
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, like, why not give it a shot? Try it out. If it doesn't work, whatever. I'll sell the machine.
Everybody says that, but they only say that in regards to the shiny objects that didn't work. And I've said it 1,000 times too, but like best day of bookkeeping was a shiny object.
Right.
Now here I am.
Now here you are. Like, yeah.
At some point, you got to take your calculated risk.
The power washing was a shiny object to me. Last year, I got into the lighting thing, and I thought that was going to be the thing for me, and I didn't really love it. And
that's literally a shiny object.
And I'm okay. Yeah, it literally is. And I'm okay with that. I learned how to do it. I still have all the stuff. I can do those jobs. I made a few $1,000 putting a couple light jobs up, but
yeah,
you know, like I'm all right with it. I don't see it as a failure.
Just learning some shit.
It didn't go the way I thought it would, but I chose for it not to. I don't want to put up Christmas lights during hunting season.
I was gonna say it's a hunting season conflict, which
that's the truth.
It really is. It really is.
It is.
That gets me to my next question, which is like when we're in Kentucky, who's filling your vending machines? Your kids gonna do it?
Hopefully by then I can get well, my employees are like the guys that work for my power washing business are like, when are we gonna fill vending machines?
Yeah. Hey Scott, you got another sweet ass job to make some dough, man.
So I really want to learn. I want to learn it myself first. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I feel like that did me really well with power washing was being the guy, the only guy learning the whole entire thing. And then now, you know, it's easier to put out the fires. So I really want to learn it, but I'm sure by then my wife will be able to do it, or Addie's getting her license soon. And I was like, man, if we could get like 10 machines, it would be like the perfect.
I'll give you some driving practice. Here,
it's the perfect job. It's the perfect job for a kid, you know. Although I don't know if I want her walking into some of these tool and die shops with the guys in there. Be like,
You're going to fill the one up in the gym over here.
Yeah,
Not
right.
Going to
Yeah.
You're taking the protein shakes to the gym. You're a warehouse in downtown Detroit.
Yeah. So it's fun. I'm excited about it. It's a neat little endeavor. It's I think that if we can get, I have a goal. I would like to put 20 machines in locations by next year. And if that's the case, we could do pretty damn good with that.
How do most of the people doing this get the machines from point A to point B? Because they're not small, they're not light.
Yeah, well, and the older,
so
the newer, the AI ones are a lot lighter because they're literally just a fridge.
Yeah.
But the older ones are like really heavy. Like I guess some of them are like thousands of pounds.
Jesus.
So you hire, there are vending machine moving companies that will move vending machines. I never knew how big of an industry vending machines was. I always thought vending machines were like one-offs, like one person owned that vending machine.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast today and they were talking about Canteen, which is like the largest vending machine company in the country.
Okay.
I wish I could remember the number. When he said the number of revenue that they did last year, I spit my drink out. I was like, what the fuck? They stock all the airplanes with all of the stuff that you get on the airplane, like the Biscoff cookies, and that's their accounts.
Yeah.
And then like they're everywhere. So there's companies out there that will move vending machines for you. I just with the smart coolers, and that's the other thing. A lot of times you can have, if you buy a brand new one or you buy from a distributor who sells you a refurbished one or a brand new one, you can have it delivered white glove right to the location. But my distributor told me not to do that because he's like, you've never used one before. He goes, deliver it to your house, set it in your garage, and learn how to use it before you go there, because you're going to be there for 3 hours looking like an idiot in front of everybody that works there.
Yeah. So
that's what we did. We had it in the garage. We messed around with it. And then I was still there at location for 3 hours looking like an idiot. So
go ahead.
We rented a U-Haul and me and my wife muscled this thing into the U-Haul and drove it there. And
hell yeah.
They're on wheels. The ones I bought are on wheels, so that's the good part.
What's the risk that somebody wheels the damn thing out of there? I guess there's enough cameras in it. Although once they unplug it.
Yeah, so there is that risk. And so there's cameras all over this factory. So it's also like location specific. Like if you're gonna be putting something in a high theft area, like maybe don't put a smart vending machine in there. Maybe put one of the 5,000 pound ones that nobody can move. Yeah. But I also don't think I want to be in that spot.
Yeah.
You know, if
I don't want to go there once or twice a week to.
Yeah. If I got to worry about the machine, then I don't really want to deal with that. So manufacturing warehouses are really good, like tool and die shops, like any kind of factory warehouse.
Yeah. I was going to ask about like the bar and the Zinn one or whatever, like, do you ever incentivize a location? Is that a thing you would do?
So it's kind of a funny thing too. So with the bars, with the Zinn and vape, the guys told me right off the bat, they're like, you're not going to get in anywhere without giving a commission. Like this is how bar owners are.
Yeah.
And so I give them 5% of sales.
Okay.
Which is whatever. The convenient or the snacks and drinks are commission is a last resort. If you really, 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 really want to be in a location and they're not biting on you, you can offer commission, and that sometimes will help you land it. And they say usually like 10 to 15% is fair. Of like a lot of guys do gross just to make it easy.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do gross. Like you should do, I don't know. Like I feel like this should be a percentage of your profit.
Yeah, not percentage of the dollar amount that you're selling.
Yeah, because you're not getting all of that. So you're essentially spending, it's not 10% anymore. It's more than that.
Yeah.
In my lizard brain, like that's how it looks to me.
Yeah.
So
it's 10% of the revenue or 20% of the profit.
Right.
You can get to the same number either way, but like
so the one place that I'm really working hard on, I offered a sliding scale charitable donation to something specific to what they do, and he loved it. And the sliding scale is like, if this machine does $0 to $500 a month, there's no sliding scale. 500 and up, it's 5%. 1,000 and up, I think it's 7%. Will go to this charity. And that way, like, because I really don't like the commission model. Like, it really kind of bothers me. In fact, I had someone ask me, well, what are we getting out of this? And I'm like, what do you mean? What are you getting? I'm putting a $5,000 machine in your location to service your employees who need the vending. I'm keeping them in-house so they don't go to the gas station and leave work. And I'm the one doing all the work. So I'm taking the risk. I'm buying all the products, and you're literally giving me an outlet in a little tiny space in your building. So I don't love but if the charitable thing, I like the organization it's going to go to. So I kind of feel better about doing that.
Yeah. Then you're like both supporting something third party.
Yeah. Instead of me just giving you money for me doing all the work. And
I could see it making more sense in a bar though. Like in a warehouse, it'd be weird to be like, yeah, let me pay you to put my machine here.
Right.
But in
a bar, it makes more sense.
Yeah, you could also sell this stuff. And so I'm kind of competing with you. And so I got to incentivize you enough because you just don't want to dick with it. And I'm willing to dick with it.
100%. Whereas in a warehouse or something along those lines, the owners don't necessarily, or managers don't want to deal with food sales. So, but their employees want vending machines. So, in like the guy that were in this place, he never even asked me. And they say, like a lot of guys say, like most people are not going to ask you about commission. And if they do, you sell it as an amenity. Like, I'm providing you with an amenity. We're putting in a large investment into your facility so that your employees or your customers have this amenity. And it's better than what you have already, or, that's the thing too, is like, if you can stay in places that have employees that you're actually servicing their employees rather than customers, I think you avoid the commissions, and also you avoid the theft too, because people that work in a place are going to be less prone to steal from it.
Yeah.
If they can even figure out how to steal from it. It's kind of hard. There's probably a way, but I haven't really figured it out.
Somebody will figure it out.
Yeah, people can, people steal from them. They steal. That's what everybody says. Like, I make some TikTok videos about it, and everybody in the comments is like, oh, those are going to get stolen from. You can steal from any vending machine.
Yeah.
But
you better want that bag of Cheetos real bad.
Right. And most of the operators that are switching over to these are telling people they're seeing less theft in these machines than they did in their old machines.
I was going to say, it's so brilliant that it charges after they take what they take.
Right. Yeah. It takes whatever. And like,
unless you're a damn magician, like maybe if you're like David Blaine, you could sneak some shit out of there without the cameras.
That Mike Hoffman guy says he's got a couple in some like college apartment buildings, and he's like, dude, I'll have $90 transactions at 2 a.m. He's like, these kids come back drunk and they open the door and they just start grabbing shit.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Yeah, and it's like, you almost wonder, like, do they know they're getting charged for all of that?
Right. Their parents figure it out when their parents.
Yeah, what the hell?
What'd you do last night? What's this frontline smart vending?
Well, and he put stuff in there like he'll put condoms in them. He'll put laundry detergent pods in them. He'll put like really random shit in those locations because they're like, oh, it's right here. I'll buy it. Oh, it's $20. Whatever, I need it.
Whatever, I got this hot broad coming back.
Oh man, so that we don't really have luxury apartments around here. Like, anything that I have around me is like garden style, where it's like a bunch of buildings with no like main location. But those are good. Hotels, a lot of hotels switch to like these markets, these open markets, which are experiencing a shit ton of theft.
Yeah.
So now they're starting to switch over to these closed systems, and they need somebody to run them.
Okay.
Have you been somewhere yet where you can literally walk up, take products, and just check out on your own and nobody's there?
I don't know if I've been to one where there's nobody there.
So Lansing's airport has one, and I'd never seen it before. And when we went to Cancun, we flew out of Lansing, and it was like this whole market, and there's nobody there. You just walked in, took what you wanted, and then there was like a kiosk, and you went and you paid for your stuff.
I mean, why not?
Well,
like,
in those
there's enough cameras and security guards.
They're saying that those places are experiencing more theft than they thought it would.
Oh, really?
Yeah, obviously location specific, but it's just too easy for people to walk out. Honest to God, I was standing there and the kiosk thing wasn't working, and I almost walked away with my coffee because I was thinking in my head, I'm like, you know what? If you don't want to have anybody here, I'm just going to leave with my coffee then.
I don't know if Ben can probably do this story justice better, and then I got to hit some comments here. But Ben and I were at Walmart, and I think this was the first time he had bought a hunting license. This was 5-6 years ago, and it's the Walmart down the street. Like, it was just it was the closest place en route to where we were going to go hunt some public land. And so we're at the Walmart back at the sports counter, right? And there's nobody there. And a guy walks by, and we're like, "Hey, man, can you help us with this?" And he's like, "No." It's like classic Walmart person, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And then just kept walking. That wasn't It wasn't like, "Nah, let me go find somebody."
Yeah.
And so, I mean, another like few minutes goes by, and found another person that was like strolling around, not doing shit. And we're like, "Hey, man, we need to buy these hunting licenses. Like, can you come and check us out?" And he's like, "Actually, I can't. Let me go find somebody." I mean, 5 to 10 minutes goes by. Nobody shows up. I walked to the front, and like the only other employee I could find was at the makeup counter. And she's like, "Nope, it's got to be somebody back there."
Oh my God.
And so I go back to Ben, and he's like, "Fuck this." I mean, have you ever met Ben before?
Briefly at your house.
Okay. So Ben goes like, "Fuck it." And he goes back behind the thing, and he just starts punching in. Like, he works there. He's behind the counter. He's printing off our licenses. And he's like, "Oh shit, I don't know how to," like, we printed off the licenses. We could have just walked out. But we're like, we can't figure out how to charge ourselves. Like, that part we can't figure out. So now we've got our licenses. Yeah, it's like just the DNR system. And so we printed off our licenses. That's amazing. And we're like, who do we pay? Like, how do I pay somebody? And so like, we still can't find anybody. We literally found another employee back there, and we're like, "Hey, we got these licenses. We need to pay for them over here." And they just looked at us funny. And Ben gives no F's. He will be he's just like, "Well, what the hell did you want us to do? We've been waiting here 20 minutes and we got to get on hunting." Yeah. Nobody came back here. So we printed them ourselves, and we're going to try to pay for them ourselves, but we can't figure out your damn system. And she's like, "You'll have to go talk to customer service." It's like, oh my God. So there we go, stand in line up at customer service.
And oh my God. I can't believe you guys just didn't leave.
So they can't figure it out. And this lady, the gal is like she's panicking. She's like, "I don't know what to do." And she tries to call a manager. The manager is gone for 5 minutes. And Ben's like, "Dan, give me $20. I gave him 20. He puts 40. The tags are like $19. He puts $40 on the counter. And he goes, "Your problem now." And that was it. We just walked out. It's like, and she's like, "No, you can't leave." And he's like, "Fuck that. We paid for it. You guys got to figure out your stupid system. Like, you guys are the ones that don't know how to run your business. We even give you $1 for learning how to do your damn jobs."
Yeah,
but like,
we tried.
Like, this is your problem now. We like, you made it our problem for more than a half hour.
I love that you guys printed them out yourselves. That's hilarious.
I mean, we were back there for so long. It was so frustrating we would have charged ourselves if we could have. Joe Devino did ask earlier. He said, "Can you break down the long-term numbers?" Excuse me. Got the bush lights coming up here in this cold where I like keep sneezing and runny nose. It's all coming up to see where it actually starts to return after the initial cost and product maintenance plus fees. Like, is it a few years? What is your?
Let's say my machine averages, like, just simple math. Let's say
like $7,000.
Yeah, $65 a day, 6 days a week, $390 a week, 4 times a month. That's $1,500 times 12. You're at $18,000 for the year with one machine that costs $4,800. So let's say you get a 50% profit margin on that. So you pocket $9,300. So you've paid the machine off.
Yeah.
And you put money in your pocket.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're making money right off the rip, really. I mean, it takes it takes
Is that 4,800 inclusive of delivery fees, or do you have to pay extra?
I think it was a little bit more than, it was like a little over $5,000 was the total.
Okay. Yeah.
But so like they say like some guys will finance their machines, and the one guy that I watch a lot of his videos, he says 18 months. Make sure you can pay it off in 18 months. He goes, we try to pay everything off in at least 18 months, if not faster. And he's like, we never have an issue with that. So I mean, this machine,
$5,000 isn't a ton to front either, though.
What's that?
$5,000 isn't a ton to front either.
Right. I didn't finance this one. So it's paid off, but I'll pay myself back in a year, less than a year.
Yeah.
You know, so in the profits, I mean, you're buying a pop for 62 cents and you're selling it for $2.50.
Which answers the question. Joe wanted to know what's the product cost, but I think you said earlier, like the product cost is however low you can buy it.
However low you can buy it. You see it. So that's one thing that I'm learning: long codes and short codes, things that last and things that don't. So can pops last longer than bottle pops, but you can sell bottle pops for more than you can for can pops. Can pops are also cheaper. Energy drinks and stuff like that last for a long time. The shelf life of protein drinks are really long. The shelf life of chips are like 2 weeks. I never knew that. Yeah, and it's not an expiration date; it's a sell-by date. But anybody who's done it and does it successfully says, don't leave shit in there that has a sell-by date that's passed. Yeah. Because people see it as an expiration date, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
So you got to pull those chips if they didn't.
So you got a little mini printer and you just keep printing over it.
Yeah. Or somebody in the things that Google just take the things off. Yeah. So you got to figure that out. You got to figure out what lasts long, and things that are like we sell sandwiches in ours. The shelf life on the market side sandwiches at Walmart are like 2 weeks. Yeah. So I bought 4 of them to see if they sell, and they've already sold. So I know I can put at least 6 more in there. And if I eat one of them, oh, well, like I'll probably literally eat it when I leave.
Yeah, if you eat one of them, it will be literal.
Like, yeah, I will be eating it on my way home. I'm not throwing it away.
Paid good money for the sandwich.
So yeah, so now you got to find the products, and so you're gonna look for deals on things like your, like I know we sell so many Pepsis, like probably 20 Pepsis a week. I know I can sell 20 Pepsis in a week. Pepsis, their shelf life, like if I buy some now, like they expire in January. Yeah. I know I'm gonna sell those, so if I see a deal on Pepsi, I'll go buy a bunch of Pepsi right now. But if I see a deal on chips, I'm not going to go buy a bunch of chips because they're not going to sell fast.
And if you're a dude with 500 vending machines like that one guy, do you have like storage locations then?
Yeah, those people have storage locations. They also have wholesale like seller accounts with like ViStar, and there's some other ones. Yeah, if you have a high volume of sales, there's one called what is it called? It's not open yet. I'm waiting for the guy to open it to the public. Right now, you can only get in if you're in his coaching program, but apparently they're going to be opening it to everybody. But even those ones, like some of the guys say, like this one guy, Hill Vending on YouTube, he's got 120 machines, and he's like, I buy most of my stuff at Sam's Club still because it's usually the cheapest, and you can see the deals all the time. Like there's always good deals. Like right now they got a deal on the 16-ounce pops. So yeah, it's just the product cost is like, and with these machines, you enter the product cost and then what you're selling it for, which I'm not going to go in and change it every time I find it for cheaper. I'll just leave it at that higher price because it really doesn't matter in the system. But the cost of the product is, you want to try to make. A lot of guys will say 2x the cost is your price. So if you paid $1 for something, you charge $2. Yeah. It's not that across the board, but
that's a good starting point.
Yeah, and I try to factor in the 5.95% fee. And I actually, how I did it was I went into ChatGPT and I was like, I literally copied and pasted my entire order from Sam's Club into it. And I told it, I want you to give me prices on each one of these products. I want you to compare it to prices that it's generally sold in gas stations and grocery stores. And if you have any information on vending machines, also that. And then give me 3 different choices for profit margins and take into consideration that I'm also paying a 5.95% fee. And it dude, it kicked me out a price on each one, 3 different ways, what the profit margin would be if you did it this way or this way. It told me what each one sells for at this store or that store. It was pretty cool.
That is sweet.
So that's kind of where I got my pricing from.
What's up, Danny? Danny's in the house. You remember Zig?
What's up?
In the You having nightmares from that damn show? We watched what K-pop? What the hell is it?
Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Danny was all gung ho like, all the kids in school are talking about it. It's so cool. We got to watch it. And so we watched. It's like a movie. We watched 30 minutes of it last night and like another 30 minutes of it tonight. And we're also at we have like another 30 minutes left. We're also at the peak of where all the bad stuff happens to the characters. Somebody's not sleeping.
Oh no, that's the worst.
It's fine. I can kill demons. I'll go get the PSE out of the garage and sling a couple carbon arrows right through there. Do they have lungs? What do demons have? I don't know.
I don't know what they have. They got green blood.
Green blood.
Yeah, I don't the pricing is, the cost of the products versus your prices. And it's also location specific because there's places that you can charge way more for an energy drink.
So that was what I was going to ask you. Like, is it ever worth hauling around water? Like, does anybody buy water out of them?
Depends on where you're at. This place,
location.
Yeah, this place has its own like water purification station for the people to fill up their water bottles. So I put 0 water in there because I don't want to take up space.
Yeah.
But if you're in like a gym, probably throw a couple rows of smart waters in there. And those are like the markup on water is like huge.
Yeah, especially for what it is.
Yeah, exactly. The energy drinks you can sell for quite a bit. Pops are good. Candy bars suck. Candy bars are so expensive now. They're like $1.10 a piece, even when you're buying them in bulk. And you can really I charge $2.25 for mine, and some people said they're like, I'm surprised you're getting that.
Yeah.
And they're still buying them.
On the pricing end, I got 2 questions here. On like a normal vending machine, you got that little spot where like there's the price that you can show what it is. In this, because it's more like an open fridge, how does the consumer know what the hell the price is?
So at the point of sale, which is a little square screen on the side of the machine, it has a screen that you can scroll and see it's got a little picture of each product and the price.
Okay. Easy enough.
So they can look ahead of time.
And then does it have the functionality to do demand-based pricing? Like, I put 10 Pepsis in here, and after the first 8, the next one goes from $2 to $3, and then the last one is $4.
Not yet. So some of them do. Haha does not have that technology yet. They are working on making it so you can do that, or you can also do things like buy 2 Pepsis, get the third one 50% off. So they don't have that yet, but they're working on it.
A damn gas station.
Yeah, it's getting there. They will have that technology. But I can change the prices whenever I want. So I can go on there right now and change prices. So if I see that,
something's low.
Yeah, or like the chips are about to expire, I'll throw them down to cost or whatever just to get rid of them.
I could totally see like one guy goes in and buys, whatever, and then he tells his buddy like, "Hey man, running low on the whatever," and then the next guy gets there and it's like, "Son of a, you told me it was only $3. Like now it's $6."
Yeah, no, they you can do that. You can do that from your phone. It just doesn't have anything for automatic yet. But like I said, these are newish machines, so they're working on all kinds of stuff. And now I got to go to another convention because I want to go to they have this crazy vending machine convention in Vegas every year.
Of course,
I'm going to that for sure.
Hell yeah. You crazy not to. Nico, so we got a couple more comments for me to catch up on. Joe earlier said put a Zin machine by the Ramada at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego because we were there and I was trying to find some Zins for on a fishing trip. Like, gotta have some nicotine. That's my chance to do it. And Heather was too, and we like had to walk all to every gas station we could find to find something.
Yep.
And then Dan Jarrett jumped in talking about the K-pop Demon Hunters or whatever. He said my 5-year-old is singing the songs all damn day, and it is like
I haven't seen that yet.
It's catchy music. They did a good job.
My son hasn't caught on to that one yet.
Oh man, my girls came home and they're like, everybody's cool, we got to watch it. And Marty and I were like, yeah, we should probably watch it first to like make sure it's okay. I didn't, and I was like, yeah, it's like what's the Japanese animation? It's not like it's not super bad like that. Like it's better animation, but it's definitely like Korean animation, but it's in English. Most of it's in English. And they did a really good job with the music. So like it's not awful to watch. But I didn't get far enough into it to realize how it escalated. Like it gets pretty intense, and like friendships are lost, which I think is fine. Like they need to learn these things, and if that's like a way they feel that emotion, fine. Get it from a movie. What better than me yelling at you? Right. But so yeah, we saved the happy. We're at the worst part right now. Everything in the world sucks. But I always tell my kids, I was like, you guys, it's a kids movie. The arc, I was explaining this tonight, like the arc of the movie is always the same. Starts off fun. Everybody's friends. They get through some minor challenges. Things get worse. Things take a real bad turn. They're challenged. They overcome the challenge and it ends happy. And I can guarantee you that is exactly what's going to happen. Like we already know like how this thing is going to end.
Yeah, they all end the same way.
The reason we're watching it is to see how they weave this story, right? Like, but we already really know what's going to happen. Like they will save the day. They will figure this out. Like you don't need like put yourself there. You don't need to worry about what's happening right now. We already know where the story's going. They still don't like can't put that all together yet though. Yeah. So instead, Reggie's sitting at the kitchen table like crying while she's eating some nachos. That was what she's crying into her nachos tonight. It's sad. It's sad. She can hardly watch Bambi.
Owen goes back to school next week, so I'm sure when he goes back, he'll hear about it and want to watch it.
Oh yeah, it'll be happening. You'll be singing all the songs, man. You'll be walking around Kentucky, just prancing around, singing songs and dancing.
Yep,
that'll be you. That'll be you. Nico chimed in on the Insta over here, which that won't flow through into StreamYard either. I gotta look over here. He said just sell Zins, ketamine, and shooters in the shops. I worked in those places before. They'll sell like hotcakes.
That's true.
You'll have to put a time limit on the shooters, though. They'll have to scan first shift or second shift. Like
the stories that this manager he tells me when I'm stocking the vending machine. Like I had to start going at night during second shift because he talks to me so I'm there for too long.
Yeah.
If I go during the day, I'm there for too long. But he tells me these stories about these people that work there, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like. He's got guys that will like straight up just be doing drugs while they're working. Like he'll like catch them. He said he had to fire a guy the other day, and he like went through it. It was opened up his drawer, and it was before he fired him. And he was like, they had to go through his stuff, and he like opened the drawer up, and it was just filled with weed gummies. And he like looked at it. He looked at the guy, and the guy was like, "Whoops."
My bad, coach.
Yeah. Gotta level out, man. This place is loud.
Yeah. I'm trying to mellow out, man.
Yeah. That's a good one. Zins, ketamine, and what was the other one? Shooters. Yep.
Have you gone like is a strategy for vending to like go door knocking? Like you just do
yes, I have. I spent a whole day doing it one day. Super hard to get into the right people though. But they
feel say like hotels, man. I feel like hotels always have vending.
Hotels are easy to do pop-ins on because they're out and about.
They're all right next to each other too.
Yeah, I was targeting the manufacturing warehouses right around the one that I have.
Yeah,
and so that I could keep that like a little tight route there. And it was so hard to like get through to like even the location, the one that I'm working on that I told you about. when I originally went in there, the secretary was just so rude. Like she was like, our vending machines are fine. We don't need vending. And I'm like, I got a tip from one of your employees who said that your guys' vending machines are kind of subpar and nobody likes them. And she was like, they're fine. And I'm like, is there any way I could talk to like somebody that makes decisions around here? And she's like, no, you had to make an appointment for that. And I'm just like, you're the gatekeeper. You're the one. You got all the power in the world right now, and you ain't letting me through.
Did you say that to her?
No, I didn't say it to her. But you know how good I felt when I walked in there a week later and was like, yeah, I have a meeting with the CEO.
Yeah.
Remember me?
Your vending situation.
Remember me? I'm the snack guy. How do you like me now?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you're going to love the snacks I put in this machine.
I'm just picturing you walking by her and like slow-mo smacking her in the face with a bag of Funyuns. just like the slow toss. Gotcha little something.
Bars.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yep.
That's what you need to do to butter them up is you got to bring them your top snacks.
That's what, so people say they do that. They'll bring baskets. Drop-ins are popular. They say they're like that. Mr. Passive guy says like 1 in 10 drop-ins is usually what he can get someone like pretty close to selling to him.
Yeah.
Cold emails have worked for me so far. Like I've reached out to people on Instagram messages, cold emails, finding their email.
LinkedIn be a place to like find hotel managers or bar managers or
yeah. What was the question?
Like, would LinkedIn be?
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, LinkedIn would probably be good. I never learned how to use LinkedIn. I need to. I go on ChatGPT a lot, and I'll like ask it like, "Hey, this is the place I want. Can you give me any contact information of, And it usually comes up with somebody for me to call. I would like to get into like a YMCA. I guess those like clutch. Those are they clutch. The guy that Matt guy that I was talking to, he has a woman's hair school where they like teach cosmetology. Okay. He says it's doing like $3,000 a week. He said the only problem with it is that he has to go there he has to send someone there 3 days a week to fill this machine because they eat they're crushing it. And he's like, he says he puts these little
start putting some like carrots and celery in there, like take it easy.
It's all like weird shit, like salami and cheese is his number one. It's called a cheese witch, and he says they love them.
The protein, yeah, bro.
They love them. They gotta hit their proteins, and they don't want to eat them carbs.
Mm-hmm. So Marty's on that kick. She's looking great. She's crushing it. So
it's just like, finding the spots. That's the best. That's the biggest thing is and it's funny because I'll read on the comment section of these forums and they're like, people are like, one guy yesterday was like, yeah, I have 10 spots. They all do $12.50 a profit a week. And I want to get 12 more or 10 more. And I'm like, and everyone was commenting, they're like, dude, that's horrible. What are you doing? And this guy was like ecstatic about that. And like a lot of people were like, I pull a machine if it's not doing $100 a week.
Yeah.
$30 a day is what I've found that like, if you have a location, if it does $30 a day every single day of the week, all month long, it's okay to leave it. It's not great, but you're making $1,000 a month. Well, you're not making $1,000, but you're bringing in $1,000 a month, and you're probably only going there once or twice a month because they're not selling that fast. So that's like your low end where if you're below that, you need to find a new spot. But then they have places that do, like one guy said he has a spot that does $20,000 a month.
Oh my God.
At one location.
Does he have multiple machines there, or is that all crazy?
Yeah, oh yeah, like a ton of machines. Like I think he's got like 20 machines at this place. And I think
he has like a hotel or like a bigger resort type of situation like that.
Yeah, resorts or just really large factories where they have like 1,000 employees. So you got machines all over. I mean, think about like Stellantis in Detroit. We do walkthroughs for the fire department in there, and it's like a city. It's like its own city.
Yeah.
So like places like that, you know, you can do well.
Would it make sense to get in with like a commercial, like industrial general contractor? Like, hey, who's building this building here? Who's your
probably because then you're getting in before they already have somebody else come and, you know, you're not trying to replace somebody. Really right now, really everywhere you're going, you're pretty much replacing somebody. So you have to figure out a way to make them want you over the people they've already been dealing with.
What so besides just being handsome as hell, you go with like a better machine.
It's the better machines, yeah. So right now is a really good time.
Better communication.
Yeah,
like what are their pain points? You mentioned communication is the one.
The pain points that I've found are communications, and jammed machines. So like when a motor breaks down or something and it's eating people's money, and then it takes a week or two for the guy to come and fix it. So the machine was down for a week. That person was out the money that they put into it for a week. Those are big pain points. And it's great because I can say, yeah, we don't have that problem. It's cashless. They can't take your money and not give you a product. It can't jam because there's nothing to jam. The only thing that can happen is the Wi-Fi goes down. Yeah, and if the Wi-Fi goes down, the door stays locked, so they can't get into it.
If you get a power outage, is there a risk of like spoilage of stuff? If there's
a long there is. Yeah, but I can see it if there's a power outage. It notifies me.
Oh,
so the shitty thing would be like if your plant was closed at night and it was a power outage, and now you got to wait till the morning. I think things probably stay fairly cool in there if it's not being opened.
Yeah.
Because I have mine set at like 35 degrees.
Okay.
So it's freaking cold.
Ice cold beverage.
Yeah, it's cold. It's really weird. I watch people like in the videos, they'll grab the first one, pull it out, and grab the one behind it and put the first one back. They do it all the time.
It's colder in the back.
I guess it's really weird when I watch them. And then the other thing is they think they have to show the camera what they took. They don't have to.
They're just guilty.
They'll pull it out and they'll go like,
I took this Snickers and a Pepsi.
Then there's a couple guys. And there's one guy. He's the same guy every time because I can see his credit card information. This motherfucker, I know he's trying to steal shit. This dude opens the door so fast and grabs his shit and closes the door. I'm like, man, you're trying to be slick.
It was funny. He's like erasing the camera.
Yeah, damn it! You can block people's cards, because it puts a hold on your card and you set the hold. Mine's at $2 because it's an employment place. I'm not really worried about it. But there have been a couple people who bought something for $3 and it only charged them $2 because whatever card they used only had $2 on it.
Oh.
So what I'm doing is, so what it does then is it will attempt to recoup that money every time that person uses that card.
Yeah, they come back and they're like, damn it got me this time.
Yeah, so both the people that it happened with, the next time they used it, there was more money and it charged them for all of it.
Did they bitch?
Nope, nobody said anything. I can block the card though, so if it keeps happening with the same person, I can just shut that card off. They can't use that card anymore.
Yeah.
And I did have a guy bitch because, and it was a big screw up. I read the law wrong for sales tax in Michigan. And so the cooler has an option. You can toggle on sales tax and then set your percentage. So I set it at 6%. And like 3 days into it, the manager texts me. He's like, hey, man, are you charging sales tax on this machine? And I was like, well, because you're asking me now makes me think that I'm doing that wrong. So I called him and I'm like, hey, I am. I'm like, why? What's up? And he's like, oh, one of my guys just chewed me out, like freaked out about it. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, because the last guy didn't charge sales tax. And I'm like, now I might be wrong. I'm like, I think I'm wrong. I have to figure this out now. So, and I was camping. So I went online and I did more research and I was completely wrong. You do not have to charge sales tax on those types of items. And the law was written kind of weird, but basically what it is if it's a prepackaged food item that is not intended for immediate consumption. So even like a sandwich that's sealed in a package that can be eaten in 2 weeks, it's exempt from taxes. If it's a sandwich that I made this morning and it has to be eaten today or tomorrow, now you got to pay taxes on it. But candy bars, all that stuff.
Who's making these fucking laws?
Right. So I shut it off, and then I went in and I went through every single transaction, and I refunded the taxes that I charged them. It was like 90 something transaction. We were at the beach, and I'm on my phone, and I'm like, and my wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm fixing something."
I gotta make this right. 4 cents, 12 cents.
I texted the manager, and I'm like, "Hey, just so you know, I just did this," and he's like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that. Most of them probably didn't even notice." I'm like, "I know, but it didn't sit right."
Now that I know,
yeah, I knew, and it ended up being, out of all those transactions, it was like $15 worth of refunds.
Oh yeah, nothing. It's funny that it is weird, because like in Minnesota here, we always have to charge sales taxes for window cleaning, pressure washing, that stuff, and it's so funny how 1 out of 100 clients gets really pissed at you for charging them taxes, and it's a big deal. And they're like, "Why are you charging me for this?" And I'm like, "It's not me charging you.
Yeah, the government.
It's the government. I'm like, you chose to do business, and I am just the guy you chose. Like, I didn't make a decision to charge you a tax. If you don't like it, write the governor a freaking letter, right? I don't know what I didn't do.
The tax laws are wild. It's crazy how different they are. Like some states, you have to pay a tax for every single vending machine you own. You had to pay the government a fee for that,
like a property tax on it.
Yeah, every year, and then like
that for personal property. It's weird.
Yeah, there's all kinds of weird rules out there, which I'm learning when I read stuff in the comments on these forums.
Speaking of comments, I got comments. We got some comments to catch up on. Dan Jarrett said, back to the K-pop Demon Hunters. He said, "Good life lessons. Stop crying. We know the ending. Keep your head down. Do the right thing. Shit works itself out." Dan, I'm gonna quote that one tomorrow when Reggie starts crying again. He said GCs, we were talking about getting in contact with general contractors. Said GCs do that all the time with lunch trucks contracted out. They follow the job sites.
Yes.
You see that?
Well, this place has a lunch truck.
Oh no shit.
Which I thought would interfere with my sales, but I don't think it does. It's there.
They go get a sandwich, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy some Cheetos."
Yeah, it comes in the morning. It comes like when I went there in the morning one day to restock the vending machine. It was there. I parked next to it, and I was like,
"What's up?
We got in there?
Yeah.
What are you charging for a Mountain Dew?"
Yeah.
You don't have Mountain Dew? I got Mountain Dew.
I'll take one of everything. Just kidding. No, I don't want that. I just wanted to see what you charge. So Jeremy Jennings, I don't know if he meant to make this a foot joke on himself, but he said, "Your foot in the door." I feel like Jeremy's saying anything about a foot inside of something.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if he's trying to
pigeonhole.
Foot in anything. Could be a foot in somebody's ass, a foot in the door, or a foot in a fishing hole. But he said, "Your foot in the door." Maybe that's the difference. It's not his foot. It's your foot.
Yeah, your foot.
He said, "Your foot in the door." This is the smart machine angle. Show them the stocking video from TikTok. They'll be sold.
Man. That's what I've been doing, which is funny because I talked to Derek, and Derek's very anti. Like he's like, you shouldn't be making all these videos, dude. People are gonna steal your ideas. And I'm like, you're probably right. Someone is, but I'm getting leads off of those videos, and getting interest in it off of those videos, and then I have those videos to show to people like what we have, and I think it's more valuable than it does harm. Plus, it's not like pressure washing. You can't get into it for $500. You got to buy a $5,000 machine.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
No,
and you still got to understand business, and you still got to do your thing and work hard.
Yep.
Dan Jarrett, I think this is back to the GC thing, said so many times they're late. Hard to have everyone take lunch at the same time. Good backup option to supplement the roach coach.
Yeah, right. The roach coach.
Oh, and I think Joe's comment is in regards to Jeremy, which is I'm taking his spot next year because Jeremy says he's like, I ain't coming ice fishing again. That was a one and done situation. I don't know what deterred him. If it was the cold or he's the first person. I know people that have dropped their keys down the hole. I know people that have dropped their phone down the hole. I know people that have dropped their TV remote in the hole. I only know one guy that's dropped his foot down the hole. Inside the fish house. I do know a guy that like fell through the ice a little bit and got wet up to the crotch in a fish hole, but that was out in the open space where
right.
In a fish house, you know, they're a little, well, I guess usually they're easier to see, but in Jeremy's defense, I was thinking, and this wasn't my house that it happened in anyway, but I was thinking of getting glow in the dark hole sleeves for my house. I thought that'd be kind of cool for like,
it would be kind of cool.
I have like grates over mine.
It would be cool anyways.
I mean, it would be cool unless it like lights up your house so much that you're like, God damn, the green glow, like the eerie green glow in my fish house is.
You can't sleep.
Can't sleep. I'm thinking of K-pop demon hunters, and this green glow is making me think of demons. All right, Joe, you're in. Joe, you're in. Sometime in February.
Yep.
Zig, we've been hammering the vending biz.
Yeah.
What about the pressure washing biz? Like, you're not out in the field much.
Yeah, I'm not. I was out there today, and
is that when I was like texting you, and you're like, "Man, I got shit to do."
No, I was returning the lift that I had, and like there was like a mess in the park. It was people were being retarded. Today I was like, gosh, I hate doing this.
Can't I just go fill a vending machine?
Yeah, we watched a church, so we needed a lift to get up to the steeple to the cross there, and so it slowed down a lot in Michigan. Like a lot of people around. Like I talked to a lot of.
It's rough.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of the guys in this area, and they're all like, "Dude, I'm fucking dead. Like, what is going on? Dead." And I'm like, yeah, me too. We've been doing a handful of jobs every week, and they come in real slow. But I went from being booked out like 3 weeks, all of April, May, and most of June, and then it just like fell apart.
Yep.
I'm way less stressed about it this year than I was because it slows down every year. But I usually freak out right now, and I'm just not letting it do that to me anymore. And if it comes, it comes. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And you know, I had my guys go out, put signs. One day they weren't working. I was like, go put signs out and walk these neighborhoods. I gave them neighborhoods to walk, gave them a bunch of door hangers. They went out and did that. I got a few jobs off of that. But yeah, I've kind of stepped back from the washing part unless it's a bigger job.
Yeah.
I will probably still in the spring when we're blowing out jobs left and right, I will probably still get on a truck to supplement it. Because I don't mind. I like working. I enjoy working.
Yeah.
You know, there are days when I'm at home and I'm just like,
this sucks.
Yeah, like tomorrow I'm going to go fill the vending machine. I don't need to. It's got plenty of stuff in it, but I'm like, I'm not washing tomorrow. And my son's going to my mom's or his Nana's. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do all day? I might as well go put shit in there that's sold out so that it can keep selling.
You got to get all your archery shit ready.
Yo, dude. Yeah, and I should have like that's going to be the nice part about I just know what's going to happen though. September's going to come and it's going to be like ring, 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 ring. Oh, really? Now you want to call me?
Yep. Dude, we got more work to do.
It's bullshit. But and my stepson's back at college and he worked for me all summer, him and Steve. I had two guys that worked pretty much full-time all summer, and then the other guys just supplemented. He went back to college, and that sucked because he was like my everyday guy. Like I didn't even have to question him and Steve every day. I'm like, you guys are working. But the other two are kind of like, I have to be like, can you work tomorrow? Can you work next Thursday? What days can you work this month?
Yeah, I got to check in before I start booking shit.
Yeah, and I'm not like, that's fine. That's the model that I've ran with, and I allow it. And I don't mind that. It works out fine. It's just it was really nice knowing that they were there. But it's growing slowly. It makes us some money, and it's not gonna go anywhere. I think that keeping it going, and I would like to eventually, like, I don't want it to be a 500 or not 500, but I don't want it to be $1 million company.
Yeah.
I don't want I listen to the guys that are there, and I don't necessarily want that big of a headache with the power washing.
It's a different set of problems.
Yeah, it's a different set of problems.
It's not glorious.
Yeah, and with the vending stuff, like, I could see myself wanting to grow that to be really big, much more than the power washing. And there's a part of me that and I don't want to like offend anybody, because there's risks involved in power washing that I really don't love. Like, when I saw that guy in one of the forums recently fell off the roof and died, that really, like, I'm like, God damn, like, that can happen. Mm-hmm. And it's not something that's like, I'm not doing this anymore. I just am like, do I really want to be doing so much volume that I'm risking that much? Unless I'm doing something like Jeremy Jennings, where the other companies are doing it, then
got it figured out.
And I've kind of like, because of these thoughts, I've kind of like started to think like maybe I should start shifting it over to like where I do sub out more of my work and mitigate some of that risk away from me. And then like getting into this new business, it's like there's really no risk at all. The machines can be insured, and the biggest risk is somebody's pissed because they ran out of Snickers bars.
Mm-hmm. So that's when the demand-based pricing comes in.
Yeah. So like, I think they want to
actually, the price changes the faster they reach for it. It's like, oh, just
what the fuck? So I would like to kind of keep it kind of where it's at, grow it a little bit more slowly as I go. I feel like I've done pretty well growing it slowly, because I've avoided really big pitfalls by like rushing into things. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, you wrestle with it, you watch all these other guys go and do the things, and you're like, man, am I not doing enough? Or am I doing just what I should be doing?
Joe says, I'm hunting with Zig, or fishing, LOL, because he's going to bring fly fishing stuff too, because it's pretty good trout fishing over there.
Cool.
To vent about washing specifically. And then he said, J-Dog is my next model, meeting 3 subs over the next few weeks and changing things up.
Yeah, I really think like that's because then you like you said, you don't have that risk. And I don't know, man. I don't know why all of a sudden I've had this like thought in my head, like I was like, if I can get the vending machine business making more money than the power washing business, and then take the power washing business and only do things that I'm not afraid of doing, like house washing, and that's it. And just stop doing roofs, stop going up on ladders like that, and mitigate those risks out of it. I don't know. I don't even know.
You realize you're a firefighter, right?
I know.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you remember that.
You want to know what's really funny is today at that church, my guy Steve, he goes, because we had all kinds of problems with the lift, and he goes, I don't want to piss you off, and I'm like, but what? And he goes, I'm pretty sure this roof is walkable and we don't need this lift. And I'm like, I don't think so, dude. I'm like, I'm telling you. He's like, come on, man. We've been on roofs like that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, so we put a ladder up to try to get to this backside of the steeple that we couldn't get to with the lift. And he climbed up there and he gets to the top. He turns out, he goes, yeah, nope. This church isn't on fire. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, if it was on fire, I'm going. Yeah,
I said, you're right. So I literally went to, we laddered the back of the church where there was like multiple valleys, and I walked to the peak of this church, which was not walkable. I get to the peak of the church and I sat on my butt on the peak and I scooted.
Yeah.
Dude, I scooted probably 40 yards to the peak to get to the end and to spray this one little section.
How's the wedgie? How's the
chafe? It was terrible. I ripped my pants.
There's just no way that ends well.
No, and the whole time I'm like, you're right. I would totally be on this roof all day long if it was on fire, but it's not.
Yeah. So therefore, I'm not.
Different.
Yeah.
If I fall off of this roof, people are gonna be like, man, he died power washing. If I fall off a roof at work, they're gonna have like a whole big funeral for me. At least it will look cool.
Yeah. Yeah. He died being a hero. not
Knock on
washing
wood.
damn algae off of some shit.
Which chances are it'll probably be a vacant house because I work in Detroit.
That's true. That's true. He died saving the neighbor's neighbor.
Yeah. There might have been a homeless person in there. You never know.
Could have been. Maybe a homeless cat. Could have been a cat in there.
Yeah. So yeah, the power washing business is going good. I just don't know that I want to push it to what I could possibly push this other thing to. And I wanted something that I could push that far. And I'm like, I see the power washing business is a really good moneymaker for me and something that I want to keep doing, but it's also so seasonal up here. You know, we don't make any money in the wintertime, and I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it. I feel like I'll make all this money and I'll have this pile of money, and then throughout the winter, I'm paying the bills with it, and it's like all of a sudden, here comes spring, and I'm like, oh my God, we're all out of money.
I can't even pay for the freaking chemical to go start making money again.
And every year I tell my wife, I'm like, whatever we got to do, we can't do this again next year. We got to figure it out. We're not doing it. And then next year comes and I'm like, there's no more money left.
Where did it all go? How does this get more expensive every winter? Last winter cost us this. I set that amount of money aside. Now I'm 10 grand short.
Exactly.
Costs more every winter. I don't get it. And it does. We always notice the same thing. Every winter we have to set more money aside because everything goes. I mean, the world is jumping up by 5s and 10 percentages, not 2s and 3s percentages.
Exactly. It does. It's like
it's expensive. Crazy. Hunting. We got to talk about hunting stuff before we get out of here. See you in 2 weeks, just about 2 weeks.
Kentucky. And I'm not coming for the whole week, but I'm going to come down for a couple of days.
When do you think you're coming?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I got to look at the calendar and talk to my wife when she gets home this week. I got to start nailing these dates down. And then I have youth hunt coming up. And then
when is that? Michigan? Is that Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan youth hunt. That's the 12th, which the guys are going down to Ohio because the farm that we have in Ohio is in a CWD zone that has a early season.
Is it just a doe season or a bucks too?
Everything. Yeah, bucks too.
Damn.
So, and we got cameras up down there. The guys went down there and put cameras up a couple of weeks ago. And they're funny. I wonder if Nico's still watching. I feel terrible because I never have time to help out with that stuff. Yeah. And so they drive down there and put cameras up, and I'm like, damn, I kind of felt bad. So they went down there, and I didn't know they were going down there. And then I'm getting snaps from them, and I'm like, what the fuck? You guys are in Ohio? Like, you never even asked me. And they're like, Steve's like, yeah, we did. I swear to God, we did. It's in the text thread. I'm like, it is not. I would have known that. And he's like, you couldn't come anyways, and you know that. And I'm like, he's like, and he texted me separate. He's like, are you mad? And I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm bummed out because I would have liked to go, but you're right. I wouldn't have
been able to go.
And I was like, but I also feel bad because I want to contribute. And he's like, listen, dude, we'll take care of this stuff now. And then one day when you're rich and got all that money, you could just take us on a bunch of hunts and repay us for it.
That's the deal I have with my brother. My brother's a freaking cancer doctor, oncologist. And so he's got property, but he never has time to do anything on it.
Yeah.
I go back, I run all the cameras. I go put the food plots in. Yeah. I spent probably 10 hours putting a food plot. There's this like marshy area back in the center of his property, or like south central.
Yeah.
And I've like walked it before, and I'm like, man, it's just too wet to put a food plot back in here. Like, I walked it during turkey season in the springtime, and I was like, it's just too marshy. And I went back in there in the like last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can totally get one in here. But it's raspberry bushes, and it's back in far enough you can't get equipment back in there. So
you're in there though.
There is. And so there's Dan for 3 hours weed whipping, and I went through so many freaking weed whipping all this brush down,
all the trimming.
And then, and so like I maybe got it down to a foot high. Then I sprayed it, and I learned my lesson because I did the same thing. I have a plot by my rifle stand that's way back in the woods. You can't get equipment back in there. So I'm weed whipping it and like hand tilling it with this little gas powered tiller that's like this wide. Which, man, that really like gives you a core workout, like out and back. But I learned the hard way that like getting the grass down to a foot tall doesn't cut it that clogs up your tiller like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to weed whip it, spray it, come back a week later, and this is like 3 hours from my house. Came back the next weekend, weed whip it again down to like nothing. So that's like a couple more hours of weed whipping, and then till it for hours. Like I mean, it's like a 10.
So he provides you with the land, and then you provide him with those services.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good deal. We shot 2 deer off it last year, or deer off of that spot last year. I think my dad shot a nice buck, and that was where Marty shot her first deer with the bow. So, and then I give him a bunch of venison bacon because
we have we had those cameras set up. We got some nice bucks on them, and then we're doing Kansas this year in November. Yeah. And then I just recently started working for Kevin Vistazin. He is the host of the Deer Hunter podcast.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that name sounds really familiar.
Yeah, I've become friends with him over the years, real good friends with him, and he has a product that he sells called Deer Hunter Synthetics. It's a mock scrape system.
Sure.
And he's been selling it for a couple of years. He's doing pretty good with it, and he's also coming out with a clothing line that's actually looking really good, and all made in the USA. So he's trying to break into the TikTok selling world because there's so much selling on that app now. Mm-hmm. They're competing with Amazon, and I'm pretty good. I think I have like 31,000 followers on that app. So I've learned the app and what it takes to be on there. So he actually called me and was like, will you work for me and just take over my TikTok because I don't have time to learn that app.
Yeah.
And so I took over their TikTok a couple of weeks ago, and so I'm trying to grow that for them and selling, it's a seller account. So I'm doing that, which is, could possibly open up other opportunities with hunting with those guys too. And he works with a whitetail experience guy, Byron is his name. And that's that's fun little experience with them. It's not like paying me a lot of money, but I enjoy doing it.
We need to, when we're in Kentucky, because like Kentucky hunting, you have so much time during the day to just BS and hang out.
Yep.
In addition to Joe and I got to bring some ocean fish, and we'll cut up some sashimi and some ceviche. We'll like crush.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I will do free financial analysis for anybody. I need you'll teach people about vending. You give us a little vending lecture, but I need you to show me how to like be good at social media. I suck at it. I just suck at it. So I need some pointers.
I can do that. I can be a social media consultant.
Yeah. I'm awful.
It's like at the fish house 2 years ago, I was teaching everybody how to use CapCut and make videos. I
remember that. That was why I texted you. I was like, what was that thing you were telling everybody else?
Yes, I brought something to the table, literally.
I got this thing. Tim Alexander wants to know what part of Kentucky. Campbellsville.
Yeah.
Tim. And Tim, if I saw right, I think I just saw you sent me a text of a big buck. I think he's teasing me. He's just like, check this one out. Which thanks, Tim. I was like a big buck. Like to see me a big buck. I'm excited for. Go ahead.
Some of the bucks that Kevin sends me, he's got public land spots. Like, I'm not going to say where, but he uses his scrape stuff, and then he's got trail cams everywhere for marketing purposes. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, he sends me stuff, and I'm like, you're lying to me. That's not where you're saying it is. And he's like, no, that's where it's at. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know they grow that big there.
Right? It's amazing what bucks can hide where.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. And he gets pretty deep into the public stuff. So
yeah.
He's willing to go the extra mile where a lot of people probably don't put cameras or go.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. I can't wait.
I'm pumped for Kentucky because last year Ben and I did that elk trip, so we didn't do Kentucky last year.
Yeah, right. I remember that.
And I don't think they have a big EHD. Tim says we'll be a little over an hour away.
I feel like no matter what, every year there's always that threat. So last year there was Calhoun County got hit with EHD really bad, and I heard all these stories. I never saw any dead bucks, and I never saw a lack of deer.
I think it's got to be like very isolated properties and stuff.
I think it is. I think it's
Obviously,
in
like
that's what I
when you see content about it, and so it gives you this big scare. But I think it ends up being in isolated pockets. Like it's not
I
all
talked to the
properties within a county to sort of thing.
I talked to the DNR guy in my county where I hunt, where my lease is, and he said that everything that he had seen with EHD was on the other side of the expressway from where we were at. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Huh. Yeah.
So
cool. Joe
so
chimed in. He said he's going to be there Sunday to Wednesday.
What are the dates again? Let me look in my calendar.
So it is, let me pull it up here as well. We will be there from so we're getting there Friday the 5th. Like we're heading out Thursday the 4th. We're getting there Friday the 5th. Opener is Saturday the 6th. And I'm pretty sure we have until Saturday the 13th, like driving home Saturday the 13th.
So I will mostly, because I work at the fire department, I'll either be there early in the trip or late in the trip.
Okay.
So I work in the middle of it.
Whatever works for you, man.
Yeah, so I'll either be at the tail end or at the very beginning.
Okay. Yeah, and Clay and I will be there for pretty much the whole thing. Clay and I are riding down together, and then Ben and his son Charlie are coming.
That's cool.
Trevor's coming out 10, I think, 10, 11. So he's got his saddle ready to go. He's got his crossbow ready to go. Like
Trevor's coming, right?
Yeah, Trevor's coming up for a chunk of it, and then Cole and Joe. So it'll be 8 of us in total, just kind of mix schedules when different folks are going to be rolling in, but it'll be a hell of a lot of fun.
Yes, it will.
Trevor jumped on the radio show earlier today, and he's already. Oh, we lost him.
Nope, I didn't lose you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, right, this is what Jai does to me during the radio show. He goes like off camera, and then he starts talking. I'm like, oh Jesus, I forgot you were there.
Yep, I'm still here. You just got to go off camera for a second.
Now everybody's stuck looking at me, but no, Trevor said, dibs on whatever bed is good. And I was like, well, I'm going to be the first one there. So like however much you want to pay, I'll make sure, to flag and label a bed.
Yeah.
He asked the going rate, and I didn't want to put a price on it because it's an auction system. So Zig, if you want a good spot, you want a good bed, just let me know.
Dude, I'm such a sleep anywhere kind of guy. Like I just figured I'll whatever days they come, I'll throw you guys some money for the space. And
hey, do me a favor though. Tell Trevor you have dibs on the best bed so that he outbids you. That's always a good strategy. Yeah.
What should we start the bid at then?
I figured like probably 50.
Okay. 50 yeah, that's a good idea. So we have our little group that goes our 1 week in November, and we're all firemen except for one guy. He's a plumber, and he's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's a super cool guy, but he is very, very like he can be. It depends on what we're talking about, but he can be very like prissy about things. And
which is kind of funny for a jiu-jitsu plumber,
dude. It's so funny because we're going to Kansas. We're all driving. He's flying. Because he doesn't want to drive. He doesn't want to drive with us. He wants to fly because he doesn't want to sit in a car for 14 hours. So,
I mean, but all your gear and stuff is just so much easier to drive.
Oh, yeah. And then he texted us the other day and asked if we would take his bow case. And I said, no, fuck you. Fucking put it on the plane. You want to drive with us?
Yeah. Yeah. We have an open spot. You can drive with us and then bring your bow, and then we'll bring both of you.
Also, a thing that he does every year when we get our Airbnb, we'll send him listings and he'll be like, nope, there's not enough rooms. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? It sleeps 8. There's 4 of us. And he'll be like, I need my own room. He needs his own room. Oh, and he's like, I will pay extra to get a more expensive Airbnb that has a separate room for me to sleep in.
All right, you pay the difference, man.
Yeah. So we let him. We're like, whatever, dude. I don't care. I'll sleep on the couch. I don't give a fuck where I sleep.
I'm the same way, dude. I'll sleep anywhere as long as it's soft enough.
Exactly.
A soft spot to lay down. I'll make it work. Don't worry about me none.
Yeah. So how many guys are coming?
So it'll be 8 total. Clay and I, Ben and Charlie from Minnesota, you, Joe, Trevor, Cole, and like the four of you are kind of coming and going at different times. The four of us will be down there for the whole trip. The four of you guys are kind of mixing and matching a little bit. But like I said, we'll get down there kind of like Friday midday, and then we'll go hit Walmart and like get all the food and stuff like that, and hit the grocery run. I'm sure like throughout the week, depending on what we want to eat, if we want to do something cool, like I'll bring a bunch of venison bacon. We'll bring back straps. We'll load up. But this is really weird talking to myself, like especially for people that are watching, and it seems like I'm talking to you, but I'm just sitting here and they're stuck looking at me. There you are. I hope you had a good pee. I hope you did good. I assume that's what you're doing. That only makes sense. Could have been a really fast shit. Could have been just a power shit. But yeah, like we'll do a grocery run and a booze run and kind of get loaded up, and then throughout the week we have so much time during the days that whenever we need to go refresh and resupply
too.
Right now, let me knock on this wood here. Right now, it's the highs look like they were in the 70s, like upper 70s.
That's not terrible.
No, last time we were there, it was pushing upper 80s, 90, and that's not super fun hunting weather. We still went every day. You just bring the double thermocell and sweat it out. Like there was a day I walked in topless. I was just like, this is so, like my shirt just became. I brought a second shirt. Like every time I went out hunting, I'd like either wear a shirt or walk in topless and use my first shirt as like a sweat rag, throw it in my pack, put a different shirt on once I cooled down.
Yep. Yeah, that's dude in Kentucky in November. It was that hot when we went. It was horrible.
That sucks for a rut hunt. Like that's brutal.
Terrible. Dude, every year we've gone somewhere the first week in November every year for the last like 5 years, and every year it is over 80 degrees.
It's been. I mean, I remember when you guys were in Missouri and Ben and I were in Illinois. Ben shot that monster buck the first day.
Yeah.
It was like mid 50s for a high, and then the next day it was like mid 60s, and then it was like 70s. Every damn day. And I remember Ben and I were hunting together on this little like 40 that we found, this little sliver of public that we found like 45 minutes away, and we were just like, let's just go check it out. So we got up a tree there, and we're sitting there, and right at dusk you could hear it coming. And like we knew there was a cold front coming for the next day. It was like 75 for a high one day, and the next day was like 35 for a high. And I've never heard a freight train come through the woods like that. But all of a sudden, this front hit, and within 5 seconds, the temp changed 20 degrees. And like we were sitting up there dressed for like 75. Yeah. It was an evening hunt, so now it's like 65. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's 45. And it was like right at dusk, and I was like, I think we just got to get down. Like we're not gonna get anything. It's getting dark enough, but it was cool to like beat. I mean, in like a 20-mile-an-hour wind, right? Like big front sprinkles started coming. I was surprised it wasn't a downpour with it. But that next morning was damn fruit fly or something. The next morning is when I shot my big 10-pointer.
Yeah, right.
I take it back. The next day I shot my big 10-pointer. The next morning we were sitting in a different spot, and then a cell cam went off in a different spot, and we're like, oh shit, they're over there. And I sat there. I sat in the other spot the rest of the day. I shot the big buck like right before.
Is the Airbnb in Kentucky the same one that you guys stayed in before?
Yep. We've stayed there twice.
That's awesome because
it's a good setup.
Well, that and like just because I know where we're at. Like I know exactly where we at. Like I know exactly where I want to go.
Yeah.
We'll knock on that door again and see if I can use. I'll show you where. I'll show you on Onyx where we got permission to access this piece. Because you know how that piece is like narrow and it like fingers out.
Yeah, we got access there one year, and then our old guy died.
There's one area that's like up in the northeast corner that like you almost can't get to it at all unless you come from way over here and walk all the way over there.
Yeah, that was where Ben shot his big 8-pointer. The one year
we saw a giant. And I think it's probably because of that. Like the public land hunters aren't going there.
Yep. Yeah, it's like 3 miles at least of walking if you go to the parking lot and try to walk all the way around it, which a guy did. Like Cole ran into a guy back in there and was like, how did you get back here? Like, how are you ballsy enough to freaking your ass all the way in here?
I'm not ballsy enough to go that far because I don't want to have to walk that far in the dark.
No, especially like you get so many spider webs there.
Oh
And
my
they're
God.
not small spiders. You have to like carry a stick in front of you.
No,
to
you
fend
want to
off.
know what's crazy? So in Indiana last year, same thing. It was like 89 degrees. We were out. So every night we're walking at night, and you get your flashlight on, and I'm seeing water droplets everywhere, like the reflections of water droplets all over. And I'm like, why is it so moist here at night that there's like water droplets everywhere? Like
Yeah.
I'm talking everywhere. And so like the third night we're there, my buddy Steve and me were walking back, and he goes, you notice all the water droplets everywhere? I go, yeah. He goes, have you looked at one of them? And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, have you gotten up close and looked at one of them? And I'm like, no. Why would I do that? They're water droplets. He goes, go look at one of them. Dude, they were spiders so big that their eyes reflected on our fucking lights. Dan, I'm not kidding you.
Jesus.
It looked like it rained, and there was water droplets everywhere, and your light was reflecting off the water. It was these spiders. I got right up close to one, and I'm like, oh my God, that's a spider. And he looks at me, he goes, they're all spiders. He's like, they're everywhere. I'm like, they're literally everywhere. Like,
are they mean?
It was like millions of these giant spiders, and I'm like, I hate this place. I hate it here. I want to go home.
I don't know what's worse, that or all the poison ivy that Ben and I get every time we go to Kentucky. But this year, we're not climbing trees with fuzzy vines on them.
Yeah, you got to stay away from the fuzzy vines, man.
I am going to bring the Technu, like the poison ivy scrub with the beads in it. Every time I get done hunting, I'm just going to freaking go hard. I'm just going to scrub it all off, no matter what. Act like I roll shit.
We just came. I don't know why I just thought of this. Yeah, never mind. It's completely off subject. I just thought of something I was going to tell you earlier.
That's actually never happened on the show. We've always we pride ourselves in staying right on topic.
Yeah.
No digressions.
No digressions.
No,
I'll tell you, it's kind of crazy. My family and my whole group of camping friends, we went to Silver Lake last week, and so we were there Thursday to Sunday.
Oh yeah, you were there when I called you about burns. About like doing a prescribed burn.
Saturday morning. So we all go out to eat Sunday or Friday night. Saturday morning, we get up, and the one girl that was supposed to, we do breakfast. Everybody has a day. Your family does breakfast. The girl that's doing breakfast gets up. She's like, I can't do it. I'm so sick. I got to go back to bed. And we're like, all right. So we just cooked her breakfast. And then later on, Addie gets sick. And I thought she was faking it. Like I was being an asshole to her. I was like, come on, get the fuck out of the camper and go play with your friends. It's the last night you're here. Stop being on your phone. So she's like, I'm so sick, blah, blah, blah. So then we're sitting around the fire, and Amanda goes to bed. She's like, I don't feel good. She goes to bed and gets sick. So then I go to bed, and I'm laying there, and I'm like, what the fuck? I feel like I'm getting sick. Dude, every single person except for like 3 people in our group got violently sick to the point where like we shit all day until Wednesday for me. My buddy's wife is still right now having this happen to her. So I took the kids in.
So I'm just going to stop you right now, because the last time I like hung out with you in person, this was all going around too, and we all kind of left a certain situation this way.
Dude,
we blame Rob. We blame Rob.
We all got sick that time. This is different though. So we're all like, what the fuck could have happened? Like we must have just had a bug and we passed around. But then it was like, it wasn't going away for people. And like Wednesday rolls around, and then all of a sudden Austin got sick on Thursday, and it was the exact same symptoms everybody had. And so I took the Addie and Owen to the doctor, and they took a sample. They made us get a stool sample. And Friday they call my wife. The CDC calls my wife.
Oh Jesus! It's got ramped up.
Just starts grilling her. Where were you? Where did you eat? What happened? Who are you with? Did anybody else get sick? We all had salmonella, every one of us, and we all ate dinner on Friday night at this famous chicken. They make chicken wings. That's all they serve is chicken wings. And they smoke them in these big, huge smokers. They're the best smoke. I will, even despite what happened there, I will still go there.
Go back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we all ate there, and everybody got sick except for like a couple people that must have just had like iron stomachs. But yeah, every one of us got sick with salmonella, and I never want that again, dude. Salmonella is the worst thing ever.
That's worse than what Rob gave us in the fish house.
It was the worst. I had to go home Sunday. I had to pack my camper up and go home, and like I couldn't lift anything. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. And then it was just like nonstop coming out of yourself. And I had to work on Wednesday at the firehouse. I came in and I told everybody, I'm like, I'm going upstairs. I am not coming downstairs unless we have a run. Don't even bother me. And I literally laid in my bed all day at the firehouse, and we would get a run. I would come down. They're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No."
No. I'll be last man in.
And Addie lost 11 pounds. I lost like 6 pounds. It was so bad.
Dude, that's brutal, man. That's brutal.
Yeah, and I don't know what made me think of that, but just
don't bring that to Kentucky.
No. Well, it's not contagious, so that's good.
Yeah.
Just
don't bring any chicken to Kentucky.
Don't eat raw chicken, I guess.
We'll eat some raw fish from Mexico.
I always thought that was bullshit. I'm like, salmonella, like, whatever. It's not.
Apparently it's not. Assuming that's where you got it from. That's real. That's some real shit.
We narrowed it down to that was the only meal that everybody that got sick all ate.
Yeah.
All the other meals we were coming up with, we'd be like, nope, this person didn't eat it, and they got sick. So
well, it's good to have confirmation. It's good to have the confirmation.
Yeah, we know what it is now. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I forgot that we all got sick after the ice fishing trip. God damn, I was so sick when I left there. I remember I went to the hotel because I'm like, I can't even be around you guys.
Yeah. I was like, should we all go grab some food? No,
go to a hotel. I'm gonna sleep. I went in the hotel and I sat in the shower. I sat on the ground in the shower. Just let the water hit me.
I can't, like, in hindsight, after like Trevor was feeling like shit, Cole was feeling like shit. I like muscled through it okay, but I wasn't right. Rob just one day powered it out and like kept going. I was like, man, that guy just does like.
I don't know how he did it. But you guys got a ton of fish to bring to Kentucky, so that's cool. I'm excited about that.
Dude, we got so much, man. We've already made it twice here.
That looked like a fun trip.
It's a good one. If you can get in on that trip with J-Dog.
What are you just going on a bunch of different boats? I noticed that you're not all on the same boat.
Yeah, so you like it's a 12. I think what Jeremy orchestrated was like a 12-person trip. Okay. So you fly into San Diego. I think I got down there Saturday. Did I fly Saturday or something? No, I flew down there Sunday. Sunday flew into San Diego. Actually, Joe and his wife Heather and I caught a Padres game. Got out there and got smoked by the sun. Like, didn't even think to put sunscreen on. Just got wrecked. That was worse than in Mexico. Like, at least in Mexico, I put sunscreen on because I was like thinking I'm gonna be out in the sun.
Yeah.
And then got up. That was when we had to go find some nicotine, and they didn't have a damn vending machine at the Ramada. So then you go to Tijuana, like down right to the border. Yep. You go through customs on the U.S. side, and then you like literally walk over the wall, and then go through security over there in Mexico, and then you board. Yep. There's like a little 12-person private plane that you jump on, little prop plane. And it's a 2-hour flight, but it's just gorgeous. Like flying over the whole Baja area down there, it's just the freaking coolest. It's absolutely stunning. And so you drop into Cedros, and like Cedros Island has 3,000 and a couple people that live on it. I mean, it's like it's only there for like there's a port that transfers salt, which may or may not be cocaine. Hard to tell. Big piles of white stuff. They say it's salt. Yeah. Sure. And then like fishing. Yeah. And that's into it. There's like a town of people there to support that. And then the water for right there. Like it's this little small economy. And so
it's a place to live.
I mean, it'd be cool. It's dumpy.
Maybe. Yeah,
maybe it's very dry and very dumpy. Okay. But the weather's pretty much always nice. It's like 2 inches of rain a year. They have big muleys on the island. You just can't hunt them.
Oh shit.
We're trying to figure out where they live because there's like nothing green. Yeah. But way up high, I bet the top peaks. I haven't like looked at it on Onyx, but I bet the top peaks are pushing 7,000 feet.
Oh,
Like
wow.
they get up there, and so they're in the clouds.
Yeah.
And that stuff is wet. Like there's a couple tree lines way the hell up there, which has got to be where the deer are hanging out because that's the only water coming. But yeah, so it's like you fly in. There's just one little strip to land on, and they come and pick you up. And there's military dudes there with dogs, like AKs and dogs. And you jump in the back of a pickup truck. Like you're standing in the back of the truck. They got a rail system, and they bring you a cooler full of beers when you show up. And you got like a 10-minute drive to get into the town, the place, the only town. And they have a 24-person like little mini resort. And so they have 8 boats, 3 people on a boat. They got 8 captains. They're all like Panga style boats. And so you got your like group of 3. Last year we had 4 of us that we all hung out on the same boat together, and you just go catch shit. It's a blast.
That's really cool. Yeah.
And usually it's like you don't fish evenings or anything because you can just catch fish all day. So it's like, why stay up late fishing? So you usually get up early at like 5 o'clock ish, get some coffee. They make amazing food. So like it's fairly inexpensive. All the food's included. You got to pay $2 for a beer. And so there's like a tally system on the side of the beer cooler. So you just tally how many beers you bring for the day, and you haul them down to the boat and throw them in the cooler. And then when they'll like pack you lunches. So they'll like throw lunches in the cooler for you. You may or may not come back in the middle of the day. And then you're kind of done fishing in the afternoon by like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Nice.
Like back to the dock. You get back, they have fresh sashimi, ceviche, whatever. They always have like whatever was caught that day. They're cutting up for you and they're serving to you.
Come on.
And then you have like an hour to chill, half hour to chill, have a cocktail, whatever. They have a hot tub there. It's not hot. It's like solar powered. So it's like a warm. I go every freaking day. The first day they had just filled it up. It was like 60 degrees. It was a cold plunge. I'm like shivering. I'm like, I'm committed. I'm committed to the bit. I'm doing it. But man, it's just it's a cool trip. They have Wi-Fi and stuff, so like you can upload whatever. But it's like when you're there, the resort is like on a cliff going down to the ocean.
Oh no.
So like sitting in the hot tub, it's where the deck ends, the cliff starts. So like you sitting there and it's just ocean, and then like peninsulas wrapping around you, and that's what you're looking at. And you can see like dolphins and shit swimming around down there, and seals and whatever. You can see bait balls boiling. It's pretty freaking cool.
That's fucking cool.
Did you see that one video? I think you commented like, this is the coolest thing you've ever uploaded.
Yeah, all the dolphins. Yeah, that was so cool.
I had a demo today with a gal, and she had said something on there, and she was being a smart ass, and she's like, that was some pretty cool AI. And I was like, I don't know how to use AI. Like that was as real as it gets, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you would make that out of AI, but like we actually pulled lines to go drive out to them. Like we could see them coming, and we're like, what the hell's that? And our captain's like, dolphins. Like, what? Like, it looks like we're being attacked. I mean, this is still like, they're probably a mile out yet, but
I never knew that dolphins ever traveled in that large of a group.
It had to be thousands. At first we were like 500 to 1,000. Then as we were watching the videos, it's like, there's moments where it looks like there's 500 out of the water at once.
There's like a dolphin, maybe it was like a dolphin convention.
Probably a dolphin convention.
It was like the huge convention for dolphins.
It's allegedly it's called a super pod. Like it's a thing. It's a thing that dolphins do. I don't know where they were going, but it's cool. Like we literally drove the boat into the pod, and they're on both sides of us. Like I only filmed really one side of it.
Yeah.
But they like know to avoid the boat, but they play with it. So they'll like swim right up next to the bow. Like Joe was leaning over trying to pet him. And it's just like, they're just playful dolphins.
Yeah.
They could eat your hand off,
yeah,
but
right.
They're cool. They're just doing dolphin shit.
Dude, that's wild. What a cool trip.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
And we got a shitload of fish too.
Yeah, that's the cool part too.
We all win. Everybody's winning.
And nobody fell through a hole.
No, but Big Ed, one of J-Dog's buddies, did a catch and release. Like on the last day, we had more than enough fish. So they're like, if you catch yellowtail, catch and release it. And so Big Ed grabs it, and he's standing there in his swim trunks, and he's like, catch and release. And he just jumps over with the yellowtail and jumps in and lets it go.
I think I saw a video. Was there a video of it?
Yeah, there's a video of that one. That was pretty
I think I
epic.
saw the video.
That was the best catch and release I think I've ever seen. It wasn't perfectly executed, but just the idea of it was great.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be a new trend for everybody. And the minute he jumped in, all the other captains, like, we were party barging it. There was a bunch of us floating around, and all the other captains were like, "Shark, shark!" Like,
oh God, oh fuck that. So
yeah. No, it was fun. What else we got? You got any closing thoughts?
No. Closing thoughts.
It's past your bedtime. You can hardly talk anymore.
Something good for clothing thought.
Yeah, I'd say wear socks with sandals.
Wear socks with sandals. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing comes to mind. You know what comes to mind is people are going to tell you, no, don't chase the shiny objects, and sometimes that's what you got to do is chase the shiny object, because the shiny object can be pretty sweet.
At least investigate the shiny object.
Investigate it. You got to investigate it, and you know.
Did you? So I got one more question for you. Did you have like a stop loss point where you're like, man, if this doesn't pan out by here, I'm pulling the plug? Because I think that's the hardest part with a shiny object, is like not knowing when to say it's not working.
No, I didn't. I kind of like with anything, like I kind of like see how it's in every single thing that was happening was just happening right. Like so far along the way, since I decided we were doing it to today, it just keeps more and more things happen where I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this. This is working well. And I'm not saying everything's worked. Like there's a couple like leads that I thought were great and fell through, but it just seems like things keep going the right way, whether it's working or not. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't have a stop loss. I just kind of see where, like, if I start losing money like crazy, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, maybe this isn't right. But I haven't, we're making money on it.
It seems like it's hard to, like, you might lose your initial investment.
Yeah.
But otherwise there's not much money to be lost unless your machines keep getting stolen.
Yeah, exactly. And like the thing is you're guaranteed, even with the bad location in the vape vending, I will find a better location and I'll move it. So right now it's free storage. It's sitting at their bar. It's not taking up any space in my house, and it might make a sale or two, and then I'll move it when I find a better location, and it will make money. So I know that it will make money. You can almost guarantee, like, you could spend $500 on a Google ad and maybe make your money back on that because you get some leads. But if I spend $100 on Pepsi, I'm going to make 200. I'm going to make 150 on it.
Yeah.
I know I will. I know they're going to buy the Pepsi. It's not a question of whether they're going to buy it or not. They're going to fucking buy it. I figured it out. They buy Pepsis and Mountain Dews every day, all day long. So, like, if you can just
Michigan's Pepsi town, not Coke.
And I lost a couple things. There's a couple products that I put in there that they don't eat, and I either put it in my pantry or I take to the fire.
Eat it. Yeah, you eat it.
Right, exactly. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm selling some of the pops that they don't like to the pop machine at the firehouse. So I feel like the only way to lose money on it is if you just put it in a bad location and then leave it there.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a stop loss. The stop loss is just like where it was, because I don't know. Like, now I'm thinking about it. What was the stop loss with the lights? I just didn't love it.
It conflicted with hunting season.
Yeah, that's the big one for Christmas lights. But even like the permanent lighting, like, I didn't love it. I didn't love the install. It's not hard, but I didn't love the install process, and I didn't love the fact that getting help wasn't really working the way I wanted it to. Like, if something was going wrong with the client's lights, like trying to get a hold of somebody to fucking help me fix it, because I don't know how this shit works.
Yeah.
That was a big deal to me. And I think they're working on it. It's no fault of theirs. JC was always did his best to help out when he could. But, I'm at a client's house and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I'm trying to call everybody. Nobody's answering their phone. I go home and then they call me back and I'm like, I'm not there anymore. How many of these am I going to install? And this is going to happen. I don't want to deal with that. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Didn't love it. I didn't love that. So I figured that out quickly, and That was my stop
It
loss.
it is funny too, because the more businesses you get in, the more you figure out what you're willing to put up with.
Mm-hmm.
And in my case, sometimes it take me way too long to figure that out.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
I mean, me too. I
but
can
like
do it.
the more businesses you've done, the more you're like, this is what I know it needs to feel like and look like. Or
And I'm not going to do it if it's not. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I think power washing really taught me that because, like I said, you're talking about the stress levels. Like I used to let things get, and now I'm just like, I'm just not going to deal with that.
Hey, you know what? I just had a really good idea, which is like, since you're the snack man, you just bring all the snacks down to Kentucky. You're just in charge of snacks.
That's what Nico and Steve are like, dude. Are you gonna have? Please tell me you're selling Christmas trees in your vending machine so you can bring us the extras. And I was like, dude, I got boxes of Zen in my garage right now.
Zen sponsored for Kentucky, brought to you
What's
by
the longest yard? The you ever see the longest yard? The guy that
I have. It's been a while.
he's got the cheeseburgers. He's like the cheeseburger hookup in the prison, and he's like he comes out, he's throwing cheeseburgers at everybody.
You be that guy. You can be
pop out Funyuns for you, Doritos. You want a Snickers bar?
You got like a trench coat with just clips, and you're
Don't
just
read the date. Don't read the date on them. There's
this is all the sell by shit. You can bring. I mean, you could bring all your sell by shit if you get some expired stuff. Expired stuff.
Yeah, right.
Pawn it off. All right, man. I'll let you get to bed. Zig, thanks for hanging out, dude. Super excited to catch you for a few days whenever you make it to Kentucky.
Yeah, man. Me too.
It'll be fun. We'll have a good time. Business nerds, as always, you guys know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn yourself some pride. Good night.
Peace.